Edmonton Sports Talk. My God, I loved it.
My name's Jay Milne. #Blue.
Our sports update deliverer, the Coon.
I'm Zachary Kubish, and you're up today.
You know what, Reid?
You might be honest.
All right, here's what's going on in the Nasty Cup.
So here's my question. What's worse than what happened today in terms of a sports feeling for a Canadian? What's worse than losing to the United States in hockey? For Canadians, for the millions of us, what are we up to, 41 million Canadian fans? Now, maybe there are some infants, under the age of 2 months that maybe don't understand what happened. But anybody else, there'd be like tens of millions of Canadians who don't like this feeling today. What was it, 5-0? We were watching the game.
5-0.
When did you get the sense that this was not going to go Canada's way?
Canada came out pretty strong. They had one of their best scoring chances with, I think, in the first minute of the game.
Sure.
But then after that was when the feeling set in.
Yeah, once
the ice was definitely tilted.
It was dominant. I mean, Edmonton Oilers for life in the Nasty Chat making a good point. This was a long time coming. USA has trounced Canada in 6 straight matchups leading up to this tournament. Yeah, the rivalry series was fairly lopsided in favor of the United States. So I was not expecting Canada to win today, and then Poulin's out of the lineup. That doesn't help. But man, oh man, it was weren't the shots 9-2 at some point? Weren't they 16 or 16-5, something like that at some point in the second period? This was a little bit of keep away even by the United States. And if there was a chance for Canada. Well, how many times did they go offside? First of all, they far too many.
They weren't taking care of the puck all that well.
No,
but I think going into this, you would have looked at this game and said, "Hey, if they can keep it tight, keep it to a 1-score, 2-score game,
maybe get a bounce in the end or
maybe."
Something. Yeah,
but no, they just dominated.
But I know a lot of people. I see everybody writing in. Yes, Reid, you're a clown. Reid, you fool. Reid, you troglodyte. What is a troglodyte? Isn't that some sort of a one-celled organism?
Coop, troglodyte.
Can you confirm troglodyte, please? This is why Coop went to Nate. He's going to go back for, speak to future classes. So, Coop, they wouldn't call him Coop, but Nate. Zach, why don't you tell everybody what your day involves? Well, usually I look up obscure words for this octogenarian host that we have.
A troglodyte?
Yes.
Is literally a cave dweller.
Oh, a cave
hole goer.
What's like a one-celled organism that might sound like that?
Yeah, let me see, Reid. One-celled organism.
Unicellular?
Yeah, but there's got to be some sort of bacterium that I could be named
I know what
after.
you're getting at. I just can't figure it out.
Like a mycelium, maybe? What's a mycelium? A tardigrade, something like that. There was one in Star Trek Discovery. Yeah, an amoeba might fit the bill but something more fun to say.
Well, cave dweller.
What's a tardigrade? I hope I'm not saying something incredibly offensive.
Well, troglodyte.
I could be
could be in reference to what you're talking about.
I want to be a one-celled organism. I want to be a one-celled organism.
Well, you could argue that cave dwellers were.
One brain cell.
Well, tardigrades, also known as water bears or moss piglets, are a phylum of 8-legged segmented micro-animals.
Oh, see?
Okay.
I could be a microanimal. I could have the intelligence of a microanimal.
You could.
So anyway, people saying, Reid, you little tardigrade, this was expected. Yes, I understand it was expected, but then I still find watching it painful. Right?
Oh, sure.
It's not.
You watch because you want to see and remain hopeful that they can upset the mighty USA.
Right. Jamie from Beaumont making a put. Well, has the States now not won every game, either 5-0 or 5-1 that they've played in the tournament?
Dominant.
I believe they have
thus far.
So they're good. VR Montenegro says, "Are you thinking trilobite?" Yeah, sure, maybe. I'm a one-celled organism. I could be thinking about anything at any given time.
Maybe it's a trilobite. They're extinct marine arthropods that form the class
Trilobitacus.
Bita.
Anyway, so I think the troglodyte's a good word, though. So that's a cave dweller.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I hope that wasn't your word of the day. Now it's ruined.
Oh, man.
No, what's J? Well, back to the old drawing board. E or J. We got baby J. We got E or J. Well, guess it's back to Vaughn's Furniture for me. Yeah, I think it's closed down, Jay.
A little late, Jay.
Just my luck.
Oh, boy.
Guess I'll just stand in the parking lot. Anyway, we hope you're having a good day. Despite Canada's loss to the United States.
Yeah.
Oh, this is such a joy doing this show
If
with
you
you,
could
buddy.
sell anything, let's say you were a talented salesperson.
To Eeyore?
No, anything out of a parking lot, though. Like what would you say? Okay,
Well,
because you'd have to be knowledgeable
cherries.
in it.
Or flags. That's what I see a lot of.
Yeah, but I mean, that's everybody's doing it.
Oh, something different.
So I mean, you gotta I still stand by that. One of my ideas, if EST hadn't panned out, was to open a food truck called Just Wing It, and I would park that thing on any side street and post it on my socials, and it would be sold out in an hour.
You're just whipping up wings.
Yeah, whipping up wings.
Pretty fun.
But that would be good. Like the food would speak for itself.
Yeah, because you would.
You could sell secondhand board games.
Probably not a huge market for that.
Well, I mean, you could direct people there.
I'd probably do a thrifting thing, either clothes or otherwise. I've seen that at
Thrifting would be.
I don't know what it's called, but they have the those storage crates kind of White Ave now, sort of near where Cook County would be. Like it's a bit of a newer development or whatnot.
Containers coop.
Those containers, the big
Yes.
storage containers.
yeah,
I see
right.
people frequently selling thrifted items down there.
All right. Well, we'll think about that. So, Canada with the loss at the Olympics. We'll talk a bit about that today. Of course, we continue to get ready for the men's first game coming up Thursday morning. We have a big game at Rogers Place tonight. This is going to be a fun one. The Oil Kings, who have the fourth best record in the Western Hockey League, taking on the number one team, the Everett Silvertips. Everett's points percentage this year, .850. And they're coached by Steve Hamilton, who I first met over 20 years ago when he was coaching in the AJHL. Steve, of course, coached the Oil Kings for a while, coached the Calgary Hitmen, now doing a great job.
That game's tomorrow,
Everett,
right?
It's tomorrow at 7.
Right.
Yeah, tomorrow at 7. So we're going to have Oil Kings defenseman Carter Southern on the show. Second Oil King ever to have a hat trick. He had that a few days ago in a big win against Moose Jaw. Shawn Belle will be on the show. And our Pasta Pantry Athlete of the Week hopefully has some energy, because what's he doing?
He's currently, he just got off the ice not too long ago. He's out at the world's longest hockey game out at Sakers Acres. So we're going to catch up with Darcy Hodge. And I think from what I understand, he's done this several times. So it'll be interesting to see how this year differs from that. You know, like we always do, we're just going to get to know him a bit.
No, we have something pretty cool we want to try to do today. I'm sure, again, if you're tuning in, you know about how you're consuming us. So I always remind you, and I mean it sincerely, it's not just, Reid's filling time. We do a lot of self-promotion, but we always ask for a little help from you, the audience member. Let people know how they can find us. iHeartRadio, TuneIn Radio, as you probably know, very convenient apps to use. Sometimes other people need a quick lesson in how easy they are to use. We still get the questions all the time. Like someone asked me a couple weeks ago, "Oh, hey, Reid, do you think you'll ever get back into radio since you left Ched?" Well, I really was never out of it. I guess I had a 5-week retirement practice, as I call it. I'm very good at it, by the way.
Yes.
I'm going to be a good retired person. So, and of course, you can get us on YouTube. Now, if you're taking in this show on YouTube, click the thumbs up button.
Click, click, click. Must you click? Please, please click. Must you click? You must click. Thumb, thumb, thumb.
We try to get to 100 every show. Did we get there after the fact yesterday? I think we might have. We probably did. We're going to assume that we did. But we like to get there during the show. So if you haven't clicked the thumbs up button, click it. And once you click it, then click the good old share button.
Do you believe in life after love?
Somebody else. Now we're going to ask for some of you, if this applies to you, if you're on YouTube or if you're currently on iHeart or TuneIn, and maybe you're a YouTube viewer at other times, go to the Edmonton Sports Talk channel and subscribe to it. Now, again, yes, this helps us. Yes, this is self-serving to a degree. It helps us build our audience, get the station recommended to more and more people on YouTube. But it's also fun because we're almost at 14,000 subscribers.
Big number.
Another milestone in the thousands. But how many away are we? Was it 20?
22.
22. And how's this for some motivation?
This should help. I thought, for those of you that have been listening, you know I can whistle. So I figured I would dangle this carrot in front of our listeners that I am prepared, and we'll see how this goes. I'm prepared to do a live performance of a hit song simply by whistling it later in the show if we can achieve our goal of getting to 14,000 subscriptions. I don't think it's that hard. It just takes some communication from you nasties out there. Tell your friends, tell your parents, tell your wife, tell her friends, tell your kids. Let's see if we can get there.
Anybody who's got a YouTube account, and I think now you can sign in through Google, can't you?
I believe.
I believe Google kind of owns every way you can sign into anything. So let's see if we can get there during the show.
It would be good. It would be a fun song. Most of you would know
which song are you whistling again?
I'm going to just hold back on that now.
Okay.
I might. We'll see how this goes, Reid.
Okay.
But this is a hit song.
Well, I'm not sure because there was a couple options you told me about. Now, we should say it's not a Def Leppard song.
It is not.
And he's not going to redo Patience by Guns N' Roses.
I will
He's
not.
done that.
And there is whistling in this song.
Oh.
To begin with.
Well, now I'm super titillated.
Well, you should be.
I'm as titillated as a troglodyte.
Troglodyte.
That could be my book. The Titillated Troglodyte.
No. You got to be, what is it? Patient...
Focused alertness.
Focused alertness.
Focused alertness.
By Reid
I could
Wilkins.
do focused alertness, the Reid Wilkins story. That'd be my autobiography. But then maybe my detective novel would be the Titillated Troglodyte.
Yes.
It's about a caveman solving.
But in
his saber-toothed tiger goes missing.
A caveman solving crimes in modern day.
Yeah.
But he's never escaped his caveman.
Right. Somehow
Troglodyte
he's a modern day caveman.
He's a modern day
Yeah.
troglodyte.
Yeah.
You're onto something.
So anyway, subscribe to Edmonton Sports Talk if you haven't already, or encourage somebody else who you know uses YouTube or watches Edmonton Sports Talk to actually subscribe to the station. Help us hit the milestone of 14,000. You can email Reid at edmontonsportstalk.com, Jay at edmontonsportstalk.com. You can post in the nasty chat on YouTube. Bunch of people having some fun in there already. You can text 780-218-9999. The afternoon inbox presented by River Cree Resort and Casino. How about this? From Jersey Shore, DJ Pauly D performing at the venue at River Cree March 7th. George Thorogood and the Destroyers are back at the venue March 19th for the Baddest Show on Earth Tour. Tickets at rivercreeresort.com. So a bunch of great stuff going on there. Before we roll into the off-topic topic, we have to get to your afternoon headlines presented by 100.3 The Bear, Edmonton's best rock. Stream them on iHeart today. This is Chet Palmer with your sports report. That's a rough one for the Canadian gals. Auntie Sam wins it 5-0. Well, you weren't feeling so Yankee Doodle Dandle when we... Well, you weren't feeling so Yankee Doodle Dandy when we burned down the White House. Sweden won gold in mixed doubles curling. The last time I heard that much shouting in Swedish, I was shopping at IKEA. Hey, Jason Milne, is that a munsbit in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me? Silver for Canada in short track speed skating. Golly gracious. Those bodysuits are so tight, I think I'm addicted to crack. I'm Chet Palmer. All right. Well, Chet's voice, he must have a sore throat or something. His delivery was a little off.
Chet's on fire today. I don't know where to go here.
Right. So if you weren't feeling so Yankee Doodle Dandy when we burned down the White House. By the way, it was technically British troops.
True.
Fighting for Canadian for what later became Canada, who burned down the White House. But a munsbit. I looked it up while he was talking. A munsbit is sold at IKEA. It's actually a mix of like.
It's mix of roasted nuts.
Yeah, it's mixed nuts. So is that a Mun's bit in your pocket?
Might
or
just
happy
be
to
a
see me?
Mun's bit in my pocket. Oh, boy. Addicted to crack.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are like...
Watch it.
Hey, you want me to try that one again, Jay? Silver for Canada in short track speed skating. Golly gracious, those bodysuits are so tight. I think I'm addicted to crack.
I think Chet had a glass of water. His voice is back on track, so to speak. Bodysuits are rather revealing.
Well, there's a lot of tight outfits in the winter games.
They really are. Maybe
Actually, shockingly, I think there's more tight outfits in the winter games than there is in the summer
I was
games.
going to say that. Which Olympiad, which season has the tighter outfits? I mean, I guess in the track and field.
But like all those cross-country skiers, they're all in skin-tight unis.
Yeah.
The ski jumpers, as we discussed, it's very tight.
It's very tight, yeah.
The speed skaters, tight. Figure skaters, for the most part, tight. I'm just trying to think. What is, like, hockey's not tight?
No.
Snowboarding's not tight. Skiing, like, super G.
Yeah, no, they are. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll have to think about that.
Who would have thought?
All right. That was Chet Palmer for the afternoon headlines for 100.3 The Bear. So we're going to have a theme this week for the off-topic topic. It's presented by William Huff, outstanding company. Since 1952, William Huff has provided industry-leading advertising solutions for thousands of valued clients. Their unparalleled customer service combined with decades of industry expertise and a desire to make every job the very best can be is what they call the William Huff Advantage. Visit their website at williamhuff.com or give them a shout, 780-454-4536. So we're going to have a theme this week because yesterday's we had a lot of fun with. Yesterday, we had your favorite TV cop. Today, your favorite TV dad. Your favorite TV dad. Now, it could be someone you mentioned as your favorite TV cop.
Well, Carl Winslow. Could. I mean, he got a lot of votes yesterday.
Right.
Who do you think won that yesterday? I mean, it was all over the place.
Yeah, I don't know. I was more surprised. I think I said this near the end of the show yesterday. Nobody said Crockett and Tubbs from Miami Vice. We certainly got a few We've certainly got a few Carl Winslow. We got a few, including my own Fish from Barney Miller, played by Abe Vigoda, oddly enough. But that one was kind of all over the map. I wonder if we'll have a clear one that gets mentioned the most today. Now, having said that, the fun thing about this topic is that somebody might hear a dad mention that they were going to mention, so then they'll try to find someone not obscure, but to trigger the memory banks as well.
Right.
Because if 10 people text in Homer Simpson, which would probably be mine, so mine's a very generic pick, then people are going to probably be like, okay, I've heard Homer. Who else have I liked over the years? So that's fun, too. Because we were surprised with a couple that got mentioned for cops.
Yes.
So your favorite TV dad, I'll throw Homer out there as number one. And I guess another one that comes to mind is Mr. Cunningham from Happy Days.
Ooh.
What was his first name? Tom Bosley was the actor. What was Mr. Cunningham's first name? I didn't even
Randall?
take the look that.
I mean, Homer's going to get a lot of love here.
Howard Cunningham.
I mean, for me, it's simple. I mean, this was a show of my era, and that was Full House, and the dad was Danny Tanner. Now, I don't know if you all realized what Danny Tanner had been through in his life. So prior to the show starting, his wife Pamela died in a car accident. This is true.
Okay.
Well, for the storyline, leaving him single dad of DJ, Stephanie, and Michelle. So he called his good old, what'd that be, his stepbrother, or his brother, or who was Jesse?
Uncle Jesse, it says.
Oh, but he was his brother-in-law. That's right, Jesse
okay.
Katsopoulos.
Okay.
And his best friend, Uncle Joey. That was, I mean, and it funnier when you saw Danny Tanner, who was played by Bob Saget, when you saw what Bob Saget was like on the comedy stage. It was quite
Some
different.
of the filthiest stand-up you'll ever see.
Yes.
I watched one of his specials on a plane ride once because I'd heard, he's not like that. Well, actually, his delivery is very down-home-ish, very innocent.
Right.
But he's saying the filthiest things.
Yes, the words that come out are quite aggressive. So Danny Tanner, I like Uncle Phil.
Oh, yeah.
Philip Banks.
Oh, Mex already put
from
that in. Yeah.
The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Breakout Lucille. I mean, that's one of the greatest scenes in that entire show. So I like those two. Danny Tanner, Uncle Phil.
We got a bunch coming in already. Old Gil says Frank Costanza. A few for Homer Simpson. Oh, I like this one. Duck Dad says Walter Bishop from Fringe. That's a good one. There's some. So who is Terry Holt? What's that from?
I don't know.
You got to help us out with the show, everybody.
I know who Tim Taylor was. I was wearing him on my shirt.
Toolman Taylor from Home Improvement. Peter Griffin from Family Guy. But you gotta put the show in there, or like ideally, if you have time, character, actor, and show, or at least two of the character, and then either the actor or the show to help us out. Bryan Cranston and Malcolm in the Middle. Bryan Cranston in Breaking Bad.
Well,
Walter White was doing it to help his family.
Yeah, he had incurable lung cancer.
Yeah. How are you going to help your family?
And he
Sell
just
drugs, kids.
decided to start selling methamphetamine.
What an inspiration.
Phil Dunphy from Modern Family.
Phil Dunphy is getting a lot of love here in the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox.
What about Red Foreman? That 70s
Red
show.
Foreman from the 70s show, yes.
Very stern, but
Al Bundy's getting a lot of love.
Oh, yeah.
Al
Archie
Bundy.
Bunker. Oh, Terry Holt's Brooklyn Nine-Nine. Okay. Red Foreman from that 70s show. Another one coming in. Yeah, Archie Bunker. That's a good one. We're going to have a lot for this, and probably some where you guys are going to surprise us. Mm-hmm. So your favorite TV dad. We're already off and running with this one. What about the actor was Michael Gross, the dad from Family Ties?
Yeah.
What was the character's name?
Ugh.
I don't even remember it anymore.
I don't remember either.
Michael Bluth from Arrested Development, played by Jason Bateman. That's from Castor. That's a pretty good one. So your favorite TV dad?
I mean, could you vote Dusty and I?
Well, I don't know if we're exactly on TV.
Well,
Dusty's on TV sometimes.
Dusty
but
is on TV,
but
I
he's
guess.
not. His role is not one of a father on TV. The
True.
play-by-play guy.
He's just happens to be a dad that's on TV.
Right. There is a difference.
Okay.
Steve Keaton from Family Ties. There we go. That's from Irish Ken.
Of course.
Right, because Michael J. Fox was Alex P. Keaton, so it was the Keaton family.
The Keatons, yeah.
Right. This is pretty good.
Oh, well, bringing back a lot of memories for sure. I think Walter White would classify as a good dad.
Well, but he's your favorite too, right? It's if
I'm trying to think of somebody like that I think is doing it. You know, he pretty much gave up his life to went into a life of crime and drugs.
Yeah.
Walter White.
Like what a sacrifice.
Turned into quite a badass.
He broke bad, so to speak.
Jim Hopper from Stranger Things. He took on 11.
That's is that Harbor's character?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I only watched the first season of that. I don't remember it well.
I still
What
can't
shows
believe
have I watched recently?
you didn't continue on with Stranger Things. I thought
No.
that would have been right up your alley.
Well, I saw season 1, and then I don't know. I just never cared about season 2 when it came out. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, don't be sorry to me.
Apologize to the fine people busting their ass making that show. Oh, there's a good one from Tango. Fred Flintstone. We didn't even think of that. Yeah, him and Barney were both dads, right?
Who's the name of the dad in the Jetsons?
Mr. Jetson.
Mr. Jetson. Did we ever know his first name?
Probably. I just don't
Jim
know it.
Jetson?
Yeah, probably something.
Probably
like that.
something with a J.
Rob from LA says Tony Danza, who's the boss? Is Tony Danza the dad? Yeah. Yeah, I guess he was, because it wasn't Alyssa Milano the little girl?
I never watched that.
You never watched Who's the Boss?
George Jetson. George.
George.
A lot of people posting that in there now.
Yeah.
So your favorite TV dad, the off-topic topic for William Huff. Have some fun with that. We'll keep circling back to this as we move along throughout the show. Our Past the Pantry Athlete of the Week is Darcy Hodge, playing in the world's longest hockey game at Sakers Acres. He's going to join us in about 15 minutes. Jay's Play of the Day we'll do a little earlier. We'll do that in the next segment. Here's the Coob with the sports update.
LeBron James of the Lakers has been ruled out for tonight's game against the Spurs with left foot arthritis. This now limits James to a maximum of 64 games this season, deeming him ineligible for NBA awards, with players needing to play at least 65 games in a season to be eligible. Other action, 3 other games on the docket tonight. The Clippers and Rockets battle at 6 o'clock. The Pacers and Knicks throw down at 5:30 while Dallas visits Phoenix. And over in the WHL, it's the Thunderbirds and Chiefs dropping the puck. Meanwhile, Everett matches up with Red Deer. The Silvertips challenge the Oil Kings in E-Town tomorrow. Day 1 of CFL Free Agency, 3-time Grey Cup champ Deshaun Amos Asbury upped with the Argos, also signing former Elk Jonathan Combo, who played 16 games in Edmonton last season. Meanwhile, the Red Blacks have locked up CJ Rivas for 2026, and from Montreal, former Bomber Jareth Stearns has signed a 1-year deal. Over in baseball, Justin Verlander has agreed to a 1-year, $13 million contract to join the Tigers. This sports update is brought to you by Paramount Flooring. From custom homes to small renovations, Edmonton's top builders and contractors rely on Paramount Flooring. Their in-house team handles everything from selections to completion, keeping projects on track and on time. Visit their showroom open 7 days a week or find them at paramountflooring.ca. Jay's Play of the Day for Play Alberta brings us back after the break. I'm Zachary Kubish, and you're up to date.
2 guys and a goalie.
The Oilers will sign a non-NHL player who plays in the Olympics this offseason.
Pirate.
You know it's coming, right?
They've already done it once.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, there's go watch the Slovakia-Switzerland game. There's a future Oiler on there somewhere.
Bob's in Slovenia right now.
2 guys and a goalie, presented by GS Construction. Tuesday and Thursday afternoons at noon, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
We have what you're looking for. GD Liquidators is Edmonton's one-stop shop for new and used warehouse, office, and industrial items since 1987. You'll find what you want when you want it. Give us a call, visit us in-store, or check out the monthly auctions at gdliquidators.com. 100% Canadian-owned and operated. We have what you are looking for. GD Liquidators.
Your home for live music and great performances is the River Cree Resort and Casino. Hear the story of Waylon Jennings through story, song, and multimedia performance March 1st at the River Cree Resort and Casino. Tickets at rivercreeresort.com. River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement, bet on it.
GCL Diesel has been serving oil country since 1972. From diesel cars to SUVs to pickups. From farm tractors to school buses to a big rig. From diesel generators to forklifts, GCL can test, troubleshoot, and repair all diesel fuel system components. Whether it's injectors, pumps, turbos, filters, or additive, GCL has the parts you need to keep your diesel running the way it should. For genuine diesel parts at wholesale prices, visit GCL Diesel in the West End or online at gcldiesel.com. GCL Diesel. Diesel understood.
Hey Edmonton, did you know a local Play Alberta winner scored over $430,000 on Desert Fantasy? Think about the rec room you could build with that kind of cash. From major casino winners every hour to jackpots worth millions and hundreds of popular games to money that stays in the province, there has never been a better time to sign up for Play Alberta. Download the app today to get started with casino, sports, and lottery, all in one app. Must be 18 plus to play. When you gamble, use your game sense.
Sentinel Storage presents Team Canada ski cross racer Reese Howden.
Being able to represent a country that has done everything to support my dreams is unreal. To stand on the podium and represent Canada, I don't take it for granted at all.
Sentinel Storage, proud partner of Team Canada.
All right, so it is CFL Free Agency. Now, as you know, especially if you're a CFL fan, if you're an Elks fan, you know that a lot of these were already leaked, I guess, or revealed during the legal tampering period. The Elks have confirmed that they have signed American wide receiver Joe Robustelli for this season. 6'3", 220, spent the last 2 seasons with the Rough Riders, 28 years of old. 28 years of old. 28. Boy, I got whatever Chet had earlier. 28 years of age. So that's a big signing there. So what are the Elks? And I know we'll dive into this a little bit more later on too. But what are the Elks doing tomorrow?
Yeah, there's I guess a media conference down at Commonwealth in the locker room where as far as I could see, they're going to announce pretty much the whole group of, or as many that are in town, of these new free agents that they've signed.
Okay.
So there'll be open mic time with Ed Hervey and Mark Killam, question period, and then I think you could probably talk to some of the players.
And we'll have guests on our shows tomorrow and probably even on to Thursday.
Correct.
Thursday morning. Okay.
Yeah, I would think so. Yeah.
So yeah, we'll probably have a significant signing on the show tomorrow. So that'll be fun.
That's the hope.
Yeah. Luke Gazdik's going to join us Thursday, and of course we'll keep talking Olympics, some other hockey topics, and Elks, Oil Kings, Canada West showdown this weekend to determine playoff seeding between McEwen and the Golden Bears. We'll have an angle or two from that. So we're always going to be keeping you informed and having fun here on Edmonton Sports Talk. We are in the Canadian Brewhouse studio, Jay. How about these wing flavors of the month for February? Are you ready? Everything bagel and buffalo gochujang. You can try them anytime or 69 cents all day every Wing Wednesday. That's at the Canadian Brewhouse. Our house is your house.
I think I'd like to I'd like both, but I think I'd go for the everything bagel first.
See, I think I might like the other one better.
Yeah. I just love sesame seeds, poppy seeds, like on an everything bagel. I like
really?
the medley of that.
Maybe somebody will bring you baking that has something like that.
Maybe.
Who knows? At some point in your life.
You
never know.
You never know.
What's your cruffin of choice again?
Lemon.
The lemon curd?
Lemon
now,
curd.
Having said that, how many cruffins have you tried in your life?
3.
The lemon curd and 2 other flavors.
Yeah, I'm not a cinnamon sugar guy. Like, I've never been a cinnamon guy.
Yeah, I brought those, yeah.
The lemon is good. I like lemon.
Okay.
If I was forced to eat a pie, I don't eat pies. But if I was forced to, it would be a lemon meringue, probably. So, yeah, I think it flows well with the flavoring of a croissant, a butter croissant.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
With sugar.
Sometimes I bring Jay as a treat a lemon curd cruffin.
Very nice.
From Brio Bakery. He tends to enjoy it. You usually save it and eat it in stages throughout the day.
I do.
Yeah. Well, every hour I make it through with Reid, I reward myself with a bite of a lemon curd cruffin. All right. In the Nasty Chat, text line 780-218-9999 for River Cree Resort and Casino. Send us in your favorite TV dad. This is the off-topic topic for William Huff. We've got a bunch of great submissions already. We'll keep circling back to those as we move throughout the show.
It's Jay, it's play, he's Jay, it's today. It's Jay's play of the day. It's Jay's play of the day. Jay's play of the day.
Experience all the excitement of the casino in the palm of your hand. Download the Play Alberta app today or go to playalberta.ca. We absolutely filled your boots with some fun bets on the Super Bowl, one of which that I came up with. I was able to cash in. So we always have EST specials going, including Jay's Play of the Day.
Okay, so this is yesterday was Team Canada men's hockey to win Olympic gold. Today I'm sticking with the Olympics, so I'm going to an event that is happening overnight, Wednesday into Thursday morning. I believe the event starts at 3:30 a.m. I went looking for something that because I like the local tie-in for Italian athletes to kind of achieve in their home country. And this one in particular. Okay, so the athlete's name here, her name is Sofia Goggia. Now, it's spelled Goggia, but it's pronounced Goggia.
Okay.
She is an Italian women's Super G racer. So that race happens Thursday morning at 3:30 a.m. She is number 1 in the World Cup standings. She is podiumed on 3 of the 4 events. She is a favorite leaning into this. And, by the way, Lindsey Vonn, who was 3rd in World Cup standings, Reid, has dropped out of the event, obviously.
Right.
Okay. So, one of your top competitors is gone. You're already sitting atop the standings in the World Cup. I like this one. It was plus 200. That has been boosted to plus 225. So this is Jay's Olympic play of the day. Sophia Goja, Women's Super G winner, boosted to plus 225. You don't need to worry about how to spell her name, pronounce your name. You just need to go to playalberta.ca, click on sports, click on ESC specials, and you will see it there. Jay's play of the day, Sophia Goja, Women's Super G winner, plus 225. And always remember, Reid, to use your game sense.
It's Jay, it's play, he's Jay, it's today. It's Jay's play of the day. It's Jay's play of the day. Jay's play of the day.
And you always got to remember, or at least I always do, there's the slalom, the giant slalom, and the Super G.
Yeah, the Super G is the big dog.
So the slalom is, I just looked up some stuff here. Slalom is the slowest, featuring tight turns and close gates. Giant slalom is faster with wider turns. Super G, higher speed, combining giant slalom-style turning with faster speeds closer to downhill racing.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess the gates get wider. Well, because slalom, you're actually just going around, like you're going right around. Like those are those flags they actually knock over.
Yeah, Alberto Tomba.
Right.
Famed Italian racer himself.
Right. And then, yeah, I know sometimes from seeing it on TV, it's like I've been watching the Super G and I thought it was downhill.
Right.
But
Yes,
I guess the turns would be a little tighter than in downhill.
Sure.
Right.
Yeah, the slalom is where they have like a helmet with a headpiece, like a face mask, and their hands are used to hit the gates.
Well, they actually will punch the gates out of the way.
Either their shin pad or that's why the ski poles for those slalomers are covered in a plastic sheath because you're often punching them.
Oh, I didn't know
down and out of the way.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I know that they go right around them, right? So.
Well, yeah, I had a brief career in slalom.
Okay, now so in slalom, this is a stupid question. I don't even know. Are there still actually gates, or is it just like you have to go left, right, or are they still technically going through gates, but they're just doing it a lot tighter?
Each pole is a gate.
Each pole is a gate. Okay.
Yeah, but you're just going around the right of it, left of it, right of it, left of it.
Yeah, it's crazy to watch, like how quick they are.
Yes. Well, that's like every time you watch them. Like,
but they're not when it's the slalom, they're not as nearly high up the hill.
Oh no! The slalom course is probably 3 times the length of the slalom, like the giant slalom or the Super G. Sorry, probably 3 times the length of the slalom.
Of the slalom, right? Because that's just they're down and they're done.
Wait till the snowboarding slalom. That's crazy. Those racing boards.
Oh right, yeah, yeah. There's a lot of stuff now. All right. Thanks a lot for joining us this afternoon. That was Jay's Play of the Day presented by Play Alberta. Remember, if you have us on YouTube this afternoon, of course, we want you to click the thumbs up if you haven't already. We're already over a third of the thumbs that we need to get to 100. We're only a little over half an hour into the show. But don't be a pleasure delayer. If you haven't clicked already, please click right away. And we want to hit, because we're within 20, we want the Edmonton Sports Talk channel to get to 14,000 subscribers. Have we got any traction yet?
We've gained... about 12%.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So just keep going. Just see what we can do.
If you haven't subscribed to Edmonton Sports Talk, please do so. Encourage other people to do so. If we get to 14,000 by about, 5:50?
Yeah.
You'll whistle an undisclosed yet popular song.
Yes.
An undisclosed popular song.
You would know it.
Yeah. Well, I think I know what your options are. I think most of our audience would know whatever song you pick.
Might have some fun.
So just something a little fun, and for us to get 14,000 out of the way, and then it's taken care of. All right, yeah, so give us the thumbs up as well. We are going to have Shawn Belle coming up at 4 o'clock, and our Past the Pantry Athlete of the Week is doing something pretty cool for a very long time. Find out when we get back.
Elks news: the Double E have signed Joe Robustelli for 2026, a 28-year-old spending the last 2 seasons in Saskatchewan. Some other moves for day one of CFL Free Agency. The Argos inking former Elk Jonathan Kongbo, while another former Elk has signed in Hamilton. The Ticats inking Tyson Middlemost. Over in basketball, LeBron James of the Lakers has been ruled out tonight against the Spurs. He's sidelined with left foot arthritis. This now limits James to a maximum of 64 games this season, now ineligible for NBA awards, needing to play at least 65 games in a season to be eligible. Other action, it's the Clippers and Rockets battling at 6 o'clock. The Pacers and Knicks throwing down at 5:30, while Dallas visits Phoenix. Toronto plays Detroit tomorrow. And over in the WHL, the Thunderbirds and Chiefs drop the puck. Meanwhile, Everett matches up with Red Deer, having the Silvertips challenge the Oil Kings in E-Town tomorrow. The Athlete of the Week for Pasta Pantry. Up next on The Reid Wilkins Show. I'm Zachary Kubish, and you're up to date.
The Oil Stream.
So he said this in at 4:30 in the morning. The season is 70% done, and it's like they're still at a point of trying to clean things up from the preseason.
Yeah.
Missed passes, brain-dead line changes, no defensive awareness, consistently sleepwalking through large portions of games like their pregame pump-up song is Moonshadow by Cat Stevens.
The Oil Stream, presented by Boston Pizza. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday afternoons at noon. Only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
At Firehouse Subs, our subs are freshly toasted, stacked high, and crafted to satisfy. Each sub is piled high with premium meats, melty cheese, and toasted to perfection. Firehouse Subs brings bold flavor to every bite, all served on a freshly toasted roll. But we're not just feeding Edmonton, we're fueling it. Dig into the brisket hat trick, piled with slow-smoked brisket and melty cheese. Or go to the Firehouse Subs fan favorite, the Hook and Ladder. Made to order with smoked turkey, honey ham, and Monterey Jack cheese on a perfectly toasted roll. With 15 Firehouse Sub locations across Edmonton and the greater area, it's easy to grab a hot and hearty sub close to home. Firehouse Subs. Hot, hearty, made to satisfy.
Your home for live music and great performances is the River Cree Resort and Casino.
Looking by Texas, ain't nobody feel no pain.
Hear the story of Waylon Jennings through story, song, and multimedia performance March 1st at the River Cree Resort and Casino.
The only way they know how.
Tickets at rivercreeresort.com. River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement, bet on it.
Real fans don't stroll in at puck drop. They claim territory. They study the screens. They get into their spot, which is why this matters. The Canadian Brewhouse now has happy hour. Brand new, tons of options, and the good stuff like our 8-inch 2-topping RCM pizza and our signature Caesar. Monday to Saturday, 2 till 6 p.m. starting at $3.99. That's more than enough reason to come early. New happy hour at the Canadian Brewhouse. If you're serious about game day, we'll see you for happy hour.
Looking for flooring? Paramount Flooring has it all. Sales, service, and expert installation. With options for every style and budget, open 7 days a week. We've got you covered. Quick delivery and in-stock deals. Plus, EST listeners get 10% off. Visit ParamountFlooring.ca today.
All right, pleasure to have you tuning in this afternoon along with Jason Milne. I'm Reid Wilkins, Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports, presented by Play Alberta. We watched the United States take it to Canada earlier today, women's hockey at the Olympics. What are the men going? Less than 48 hours away from the first men's game. Now, the Canadian women still have a round-robin game to play in a couple of days. That was the rescheduled game from earlier, right? Because Finland had, what was it, the Norwalk virus? What do they call it? Something not good. So that game has to be made up. The way the women's tournament works is there's 2 pools of 5, but everybody in Canada's pool makes the quarterfinals. So the top 5 teams are all in the top pool. The teams ranked 6th through 10th are in the other pool. They're playing to get spots 6, 7, and 8 in the quarterfinals.
Correct.
So Canada's playing for a little bit of seeding here. Obviously, they're not going to finish first in their pool because that belongs to the United States. So anyway, they play Finland, and then they'll move on into the quarterfinals. Yeah, the men's game coming up. When do they play? Thursday, Friday, Sunday, and then we'll see if they get a bye or if they have to play a qualifying round game or go straight to the quarterfinals. So all that stuff, and of course, all the other things that are going on. Somebody was asking me what I think about the... So how do they do the rankings for the medals? Total rankings or gold? They should do total medals on the medal table.
I just saw on the CBC Gem app.
Right.
They rank them by total medals.
Okay. Which is what I would want to see. That's how I like to do it. That if it's like, the 3 columns and it's like 12 gold, 10, 13, and then that's your total.
I want to see how they do it on. Well, Norway's winning with the most total medals and the most total golds.
Surprise, surprise.
Surprise, surprise. I mean, didn't we look at that not too long ago?
Yeah, they've won the most Olympic winter medals historically by far. It wasn't even close.
By almost wasn't it
almost double.
Over double?
It was insane. Yeah.
So Canada has 3 medals total now.
Well, we have a silver and 2 bronze?
That's correct.
Okay.
No golds.
Still to come.
Still to come.
Still to come. We're going to connect with our Past the Pantry Athlete of the Week in a couple minutes. Shawn Belle at 4 o'clock. We'll have buying or selling for Damon Bunting. The Oil Understood today is going to feature Carter Southern, defenseman for the Edmonton Oil Kings, Player of the Week in the Western Hockey League, defenseman who scored a hat trick a few days ago, and fun game tomorrow night. I'm going to try to go to this one at Rogers Place between the Oil Kings and Everett. So the Oil Kings are 34-11-5. Pretty good. The Everett Silvertips are 41-6-3. That's an 850 points percentage. That is an 850 points percentage.
I wonder what the best record ever in the WHL is.
Oh, I don't know off the top of my head. We could find it out quickly enough. We'll look at that later. Are we doing phone here, Coop? All right, we're going to go to the phone here. Well, because this guy might be in the middle of a shift, so I'm not sure if he can get the video going. It's the Athlete of the Week presented by Pasta Pantry. For over 30 years in Sherwood Park, Pasta Pantry has served hot, delicious comfort food made right in our kitchen. We do it fast so you can slow down. We're a family, and when you come to Pasta Pantry, you're one of us. Check out Pasta Pantry in Sherwood Park, your home of the pregame meal. This individual is playing in the world's longest hockey game at Sakers Acres. It's Darcy Hodge checking in. Darcy, it's Reid and Jay. How are you doing?
Well, I'm doing all right, gentlemen. Yourselves?
We're doing okay.
Actually, quickly, before we get too far along, I want to say I was one of Pasta Pantry's first customers ever 30 years ago.
Oh,
Still love them.
Well, you're
Still
going back. Yeah. All right, Darcy, tell us, how deep are you guys into this now, and how are you feeling?
We're close to halfway. I know it goes by hours, 200 and whatever we're playing, 64 hours of hockey, but I kind of break mine down into shifts, and we play about 21 shifts, and I think I just finished shift 10. So we're getting close to halfway done.
Okay, Darcy, the question that a lot of people want to know is what's hurting the most? Like, what goes first? Is it the feet? I mean, the weather's been good, but maybe not for you guys. We'll get to that in a second. But what's hurting you the most right now, Darcy?
My ego. I just can't play the game like I used to. No, it's the body's actually doing quite well. Back, probably your back, because you're just you're on. There's 5 of you, 6 of you, I guess, on a shift plus the goaltender, and your shifts are between 3 and 5 hours long. Now, like my long shift was the other night. It was actually 7 hours, but 6 on ice, and then you get a 10-minute break. Every hour you get a 10-minute Zamboni flood. So I say 7 hours, but I was on the ice for 6 of those 7. And because the weather actually, like the nighttime has been really good. The weather is unbelievable. If you're any kind of a outdoor rink aficionado, you'll find, if you could play in -7 hockey outside, you'd be out there for hours and hours and hours. And we're the same way. The ice holds up really well in the evening. We're starting to get floods on it. We did in the first couple days. We've lost probably 1.5 to 2 inches of our ice surface. We've lost to slush through the days. Thankfully today the clouds came in, even though it's relatively warm, the clouds came in. So we are using probably 85% of our ice right now. In starting probably about 9:30, 10 o'clock, we'll start putting water back on it and use the full surface again till about 8 o'clock in the morning.
So you mentioned the shifts. I mean, how do you have the same shifts every day, or is it rotating?
No.
I mean, what's the last 24 hours look for you, Darcy?
So what day are we? Tuesday? So Sunday Monday morning I went from midnight till 7 a.m. Monday morning. And then I was back on the ice at 7. I was back on the ice at 3 or 3:20 or whatever it was till 8, 7. 7:30ish, and then I got back on the ice at 2:40, 2:50 for a short one. We were off the ice, I think, at 6.
Okay. Is this the first time you've done it?
No, okay. It's not. I've been a part of the game with Brent since 2003.
Oh, wow.
But I have only played in 2 of the hockey games I've always been a part of it. I've always helped them with it. But because of, at the time, my own family and running around coaching hockey and everything else, I never played in it until the COVID year.
Okay. So
5 years ago.
Darcy Hodge joining us, Past the Pantry Athlete of the Week. He's on the Oil Country Towing Hotline, world's longest hockey game. No, what is I've never talked to you before. Like, what's our highest level of hockey you played? Because I know former NHLers have done this. Our own Dustin Nielsen has done it. What's your highest level of hockey that you played?
I thought you said former NHLers. How does Dustin sneak in there?
Well, I had to plug my boss as someone else who played.
I played junior A back in the day, but yeah, it's you know what, the level of hockey you played is absolutely irrelevant. That last game, the COVID game, we had Kyle Brodziak, who was a year and a half removed from the Edmonton Oilers.
Yeah.
Right. So, but everybody knows the level to play at. And we know this game's a little bit different because it is warm, right? So when the ice gets better and it's not slush, like for the last couple days, today was probably the first day we're not walking through our ice. Right. And you can actually push and glide through most of the ice. But Sunday, you were walking, you literally walk because you could not stride and glide. So you were walking in certain portions of the ice. So the level kind of irrelevant right now. Very few guys are, hockey in shape anymore. There are some guys that, in this particular game, some junior players and stuff, but there has been NHLers in the past, 100%. Yanni Niinema, but this year we don't have Yanni. We have his sister Maria.
Oh, wow.
She's out here playing with us, and she's actually in a game over as a goaltender. I'm not sure why she did that, but that's how she's playing right now. So, and the goalies unfortunately have to, they take a bit of a brunt of I think the score is 900 to 900 or something right now. So if you're looking for a good save percentage, although there's probably over 3,000 shots per team. So your save percentage isn't that bad. So yeah, the defense, depending on, it some days it looks like Oiler defense. Some days it looks a little bit better. I'm an Oiler fan. Come on, I get to say that. So
Darcy Hodge joining us here live from Sakers Acres, taking part in the world's longest hockey game. He is our Past the Pantry Athlete of the Week. Is this something where you go into this and you may know a few people, but you come out of this more like family, given what you go through with all the players that are there, and that you are pretty much isolated out at Sakers Acres for the entirety of this event?
It is. it's really hard. That is a really hard way to for me to explain, because that's exactly what it is. You're here, regardless of what happens on the ice or in the dressing room or wherever it is. Everybody here has a story, whether it's a dad, a mom, an aunt, an uncle, a spouse. Everybody has, or they themselves are going through something. So I brought out, I coach a team out in Sherwood Park right now, and I brought out one of the dads with me. And he's actually camping, and he's staying in my trailer. And even last night, after whatever it was, 8 shifts, he's like, thank you for bringing me out to this. Like, it really is a totally different level of brotherhood, sisterhood. Sorry for the background noise. The Zambonis are coming out. There are saviors, by the way. When you hear the doors open up and the Zambonis start, you know your shift's almost done. So when they come out, everybody's pretty excited. But no, it goes back to exactly that. It's the level of like when it's beer time Monday night, there's almost no dry eyes in the house, no matter who you are. And you gain a bond with these guys that it does last. It does go past these 10 days or 12 days, whatever we're here for. Some do come back for the ball game. Some of us play both the ball game and the hockey game, but some just do kind of the one sport scenario. But yeah, it's a different level. Like, for anybody that's played sports, I could sit with Kyle Brodziak and like, hey, what do you remember about playing what was your top 3 games? And he'll pick me out maybe 3 plays in 3 games. But yeah, you talk about the dressing room or the stories in the hotels or the buses or the airports, and he'll talk for hours. And that's almost every athlete.
Yeah.
Right? It's the stuff off of the ice that's the biggest part, and it's no different with this game. It is, there's out of these 40 ladies and gentlemen, I know probably 25 from previous years or I've known them throughout my life. But now I know 40, and it is something else. It's very hard to put into words because so few people have ever or will ever do this exact thing.
Well said. Darcy, thanks for taking time to join us and update us on the world's longest hockey game. Brent and company and people like you do such an incredible job doing this, and the baseball game too when they've done that. So I hope you have a good break here, and you're going back to Pasta Pantry, okay? Jay will let you know all the details. Yeah,
I was going back before, but thanks a lot for helping me pay for it this time.
Right on. See you, Darcy.
Guys, thank you very much. If you ever want to talk again, let me know.
Right on. Darcy Hodge, our Pasta Pantry Athlete of the Week. Super interview. Yeah. A lot of energy for a guy who's been playing hockey about 5 days straight.
Well, I imagine you're just going off of adrenaline at this point.
I remember when Kyle Brodziak did it, because I interviewed him while he was doing it. Obviously, Dusty has done it. That was kind of bad form. I lumped Dusty in with the former NHLers. I meant there to be a comma in between.
Yeah. Well, Dusty did talk about, though, that it did get warm when he was playing.
Right.
And like where the lines are painted on, obviously they're a darker color, so they would attract the heat more.
Oh, right.
And the ice would just go away in those spots. So yeah, I'd imagine right now you'd be hopping on the the night shifts as much as you could. But I was out there yesterday, and it was incredible. Just if you're going out, it's East of Sherwood Park, like 6 or 7 minutes. Go out there. They always got a campfire going. There's always people interacting and just cheering the people, the men and ladies that are doing this. So if you have a chance to go out to Sakers Acres, please do. It's something, especially if you haven't been there. It's something to see.
All right, what does the Pasta Pantry Athlete of the Week get?
Pasta Pantry Athlete of the Week gets a $25 gift certificate and a custom Pasta Pantry Athlete of the Week hat. Now, I might just myself take this gift certificate and hand deliver it to Darcy just because he did such a great job.
Yeah.
I think they should.
And how can someone be nominated to be the Pasta Pantry Athlete of the Week?
You can send me an email, jay@edmontonsportstalk.com. That's jay@edmontonsportstalk.com. Send me, it can be anything. anything interesting. I mean, last week we had a motorbike racer who's on the Irish circuit.
Yeah.
Right? So not many rules apply. Just send it. Send it in, jay@edmontonsportstalk.com.
All right, we're through 1 hour of the show. If you have us on YouTube, again, and have not subscribed to Edmonton Sports Talk, please do so and give us a thumbs up as well. Shawn Belle coming up. We'll talk some Olympic hockey. We'll talk some Olympic sports. We'll touch on some Oilers storylines that are still hot here through the break. And here is the 4 o'clock break.
The Lock Shop.
I just found this out today. If it gets to a gold medal overtime, we're going to get 3-on-3 to determine the gold medal. I don't know. I wasn't aware of this, but it kind of disappoints me.
Me too. Let's win this thing in regulation.
Yes.
I can tell you right now that if we lost in 3-on-3, we would be like, this is a joke.
Put an asterisk on this medal.
Now, was the golden goal 4-on-4?
The Lock Shop, weekday mornings at 11, only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
You've always known GCL Diesel as the experts in diesel fuel systems, but did you know that GCL is also your source for turbochargers and turbo repair? As a turbo supplier for Garrett, Borg Warner, and Wholesat, GCL can provide genuine original equipment turbos at wholesale prices. Whether it's diesel, gas, natural gas, or performance, we can provide you with the turbo or custom repair you require. Turbo questions? We've got turbo answers. Visit us in the West End or online at gcldiesel.com. GCL Diesel, turbochargers, understood.
Edmonton, be part of history. Support Canada Soccer's men's national team as they battle Uzbekistan in the final send-off series ahead of the FIFA World Cup. Monday, June 1st at 7 p.m. at Commonwealth Stadium. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.ca.
Time for a new career in 2026? Or maybe your kid is still pondering their path. Good news! Weiss Johnson is hiring. It's Dennis, and not only are we hiring for heating and air conditioning, we're also looking for experienced plumbers and gas fitters. With the growth in residential development, there's no shortage of opportunities at Weiss Johnson. Choose your path with us. Learn from one of the industry leaders, and we will grow together. Receive great benefits and school reimbursement as well. Visit weiss-johnson.com today.
You've heard the name, but what does it mean? For over 66 years, William Huff Advertising has supplied signage from screen printing to digital to LED with design, production, and install in-house. It's a one-stop shop for all your signage needs. Edmonton owned and operated, William Huff has been trusted by the biggest companies and teams in the City of Champions and many others across the country to do the job. If you're looking for a way to get the word out about your company or event, they are the answer. Go to www.williamhuff.com. Their results speak for themselves.
Day one of CFL Free Agency, the Elks have signed Joe Robustelli for the 2026 season. The 28-year-old spent the past 2 years in Saskatchewan, recording over 500 yards for 3 touchdowns in 12 games last year. Around the league, day one, CFL Free Agency continues. It's the Argos signing former Elk Jonathan Kongbo, while another former Elk has signed out in Hamilton, the Ticats, and King Tyson Middlemost. Over in basketball, LeBron James of the Lakers has been ruled out for tonight's game against the Spurs with foot arthritis. James is now ineligible for NBA awards, being limited to 64 games, with players needing to play at least 65 to be eligible. There's 3 other games tonight. The Clippers and Rockets battle at 6 o'clock. The Pacers and Knicks throw down at 5:30, while Dallas visits Phoenix. In the WHL, the Thunderbirds and Chiefs drop the puck. Meanwhile, Everett matches up with Red Deer, having the Silvertips challenge the Oil Kings in E-Town tomorrow. I'm Zachary Kubish. That was your Sports Update. Hour 2 of the Reid Wilkins Show starts right now.
All right, thanks a lot for joining us this afternoon. Hope you're enjoying your work day or playing hooky from work, watching the Olympics, or watching the Olympics while you're at work. We watched a lot of the Canada-USA women's hockey game earlier today. Convincing performance by the United States. Our off-topic topic for William Huff. Have some fun participating in this one. Who is your favorite TV dad? Who is your favorite TV dad? We decided, because yesterday favorite TV cop went really well, so we're going to do your favorite TV blank all week. Well, I guess Friday you can decide. I'm off on Friday. So who's doing the show? Little Awanak?
Yeah, Awanak and I are going to step in here. There's going to be so much reaction from Team Canada playing that day. Obviously.
Well, that's the day the game's going to still be on, I think.
Yeah.
Well, you guys start.
It starts at 1.
Yeah, that's the late one, so to speak. Yeah.
So we're going to obviously talk about that. We're going to be talking about Elks free agency pickups. But yeah, I think I want to carry on this TV, favorite TV, fill in the blank.
Goob, can you make sure Belsey has the link? You're getting him hooked up. I'm not sure if I sent him the right one earlier. There's another thing. All right.
So this one came in. Tony Danza was the nanny in Who's the Boss.
I don't think I watched Who's the Boss.
He also says good TV dad was Alan Thicke in Growing Pains.
Oh, yeah, that'd be a good one. Was he on Growing Pains?
Alan Thicke was the dad.
He was the dad.
But that wasn't his name. Was it? That's his real name.
That's the actor's name.
But Kirk Cameron was in that, right?
Oh, right, yeah.
Seaver. Wasn't it Seaver? Was the last name?
See, I never watched that. Alan Thicke is from Kirkland Lake, Ontario. You know who else is from Kirkland Lake, Ontario?
Who?
My former boss, 630 Ched, and local broadcasting legend, Sid Smith.
Really?
And Alan Thicke passed a few years ago, right? Passed away. And Sid told story, came on Inside Sports and talked about Alan Thicke being back home in Kirkland Lake in the summer, and a very young Sid Smith working at the little Kirkland Lake radio station, and going to Alan Thicke's house, knocking on the door, and I can't remember the full story, but Alan Thicke's mother basically being like, "Alan, get off the couch and go to the radio station.
Really?
You're nothing without your hometown," sort of.
Oh my gosh.
And Alan was like, "Oh yeah, what time? Okay."
Oh wow.
So it's like, so he's famous and he's back in his hometown chilling out. And it's like, that's great. Like, you don't have to go through the PR people or the
knock on a
TV
door.
studio. You just say, "Hey, can Alan come be on my show or do something at the radio station?" It's like, you can't say no.
No, you can't.
You can't say no. All right, we're gonna go.
You can't say no to this guy.
Can't say no to this guy. He's on the Oil Country Towing video hotline. Oil Country Towing, Edmonton's most trusted 24/7 roadside rescue team, fast, safe, and reliable for over 15 years. Whether it's game day or a snowstorm, we work as hard as your favorite team to get you going. Call 780-986-6088 for all your towing needs. It is former NHL defenseman, proud member of the EST family. You get him on Hello Hockey and various other shows. It's Shawn Belle checking in. Bellsy, how's it going?
It's going well, gentlemen. How are you guys doing?
We're doing great. Thanks for taking time for us. Sorry if I didn't send you the right link to join the show.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I was just trying to I wanted to be on the show, so I made sure I just sent that thing over and over again to make sure everybody was notified that I needed the link.
All right. Well, we got it. So that's good. It's good to see you. Let's start with our fun off-topic topic. Who's your favorite TV dad? We brought it up again. Somebody put in Carl Winslow. He might be the winner from Family Matters. Favorite TV dad for Shawn Belle?
Well, when I heard about this, I instantly started making ridiculous jokes. My buddy was like, "You can't say the certain dad that had, certain issues." And I'm like, "I'm going to do it." And you think we know who I'm talking about.
Oh, jeez. I never even thought of him. I never even thought of that coming up.
Yeah, so I instantly started making jokes, but Carl Winslow is actually a very safe bet or a safe pick, especially with the conspiracy theory behind Carl Winslow. I don't know if you guys have heard of it, but
I think I know. This has to do with Die Hard, right?
Yes, that's right. Because he had to go basically into witness protection, and then shortly after that, I think Family Matters came out, and there's a whole conspiracy theory there. But he, Uncle Phil, he's got to be one that's up there. all-time favorite TV dad. How can you go wrong with Peter from Family Guy? That's just outrageous levels of comedy. So yeah, I've got a few.
Where do you come out on Walter White from Breaking Bad? Good dad or just an awful human?
Yeah, I mean, generally speaking, I'm not going to say awful human because he was trying to provide for his family.
Yeah.
I mean, now, the way that he went about it could be considered suspect.
I think it is. I think it is legally considered suspect, yes.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think his wife had every right to be upset for a while there. Let's chalk it up to sketchy human. Not terrible, but sketchy.
Yeah. Now, I got to ask you something here. What is this microphone you're using? Like
it's Tommy's Snowball.
What is that? That looks fantastic.
That looks great.
Yeah, look at this thing right here.
Oh my gosh.
Look at that thing.
It's like a disco ball.
It's like a little disco ball. And Tommy was upset at some of the Oilers or the Ulster pre and post game shows because I would just use my earbuds. And then he started getting on his soapbox. Oh, you just want to use your earbuds and seem like you're so cool. Here's a snowball. It makes you sound better. So now I've got the snowball.
Well, it looks great.
It looks great.
Everybody check out the Def Leppard Love Bites video or video for Have You Ever Needed Someone So Bad. It reminds me a little bit of the mic Joe Elliott was using. Sean is like, he couldn't make it through one appearance without a Def Leppard reference. Yeah. He couldn't do it.
I also have this attachment that's supposed to go to another mic so that now I can be a little bit more professional,
Oh, wow. That looks incredible.
Yeah, so I've got quite the setup starting here.
Olympics off and running. So I'm wondering what Olympic athletes, from what sport, impress you the most with some of the flipping, jumping, and lifting and stuff we see?
All the skiers are amazing. The big air guys, that's craziness. So they impressed me. I think honestly, I'm just going to put it this way. Any of the people that are flying down some kind of hill as fast as humanly possible, those people impress me. So whether that's a skeleton, whether that's the bobsled, whether that's a skier, whether that's a snowboarder, those people impress me because you see some of the wipeouts in the skiing, that's insane. See some of the wipeouts in the bobsled, insane. So the skeleton, I don't even understand how you're navigating that thing. You're just laying on a board and going down as fast as you can. If you had the bobsled, at least I understand, you move your head, it's going to start to do these things. But the skeleton, okay, you're going to lay and just fly down a hill. And if things go sideways, what are you supposed to do? You're not strapped to the board.
Is the skeleton the one where you're on your back?
No. Luge is on your back, feet first. Skeleton's on your belly, head first.
Okay, the luge. Yeah. I've felt so bad for some of these luge athletes because they come out of the start gate and then bang into the two walls and their run is over. How do you control that?
You can't control that. And it's even the skeleton, at least you're going down head first. But if you think about crashing, you're going head first versus legs first. I can't process this in my head and how you think this was a good idea to do that. How did you start, you get into sports. My dad put skates on me and said, okay, you're going to learn how to skate. I did some track and field. I played soccer. I understand that process. But what's the process of I'm going to jump on this board with knives on the end of it. I'm going to fly down a hill as fast as I possibly can. How did you come up with that?
What's the first thing you do to learn that? I mean, what's the dryland training? Yeah,
exactly.
Well, we'll have to find out.
My wife went through a phase where she says, Jay, I think I'm going to skeleton. And I said, what? Because there was this, I don't know, migration of former basketball players from the U of A who went down to Calgary to train because, you have to have a strong lower body. And there was a couple basketball girls that went down and did this. And we were just talking about it the other day. My daughters were just come on. Were you serious? Yeah. There was that conversation.
I've got so many questions behind that. Do you need to be bigger to generate more speed? Do you need to be smaller? Because when you're in a horse, you got to be small as a jockey. How does this go? If you're on big air, apparently the Athletic came out where like these guys are taking supplements to get them a little bit elongated so that they can get more air. There's so many factors here to what I need to know about the skeleton or the luge for that matter.
Yeah. We'll have to try to get somebody. There'll be somebody in Edmonton or Calgary, that'll know about all this stuff. So yeah, we'll have to try to answer those questions. Shawn Belle joining us on the Oil Country Towing Video Hotline. Okay, so I'm curious. You're the coach of the Canadian men's Olympic hockey team.
Mm-hmm.
How do you run a practice? What do you focus on?
What do you want me to do? I'm going to go out there. These are the best players in the world, and be like, "Hey, boys, we're going to practice 3-on-3 today. Here's a puck. McKinnon, McCarr, McDavid, go nuts. Right. You show me what to do." There's coaches back in the day that they'd be upset at some of their teams, and they would bring a lawn chair out, and they'd have a case of beer, and they'd sit on the lawn chair, and they'd make you skate back and forth until they finish their case of beer. Very similar situation. Go, boys. Show me.
Except you're not punishing them. You're not bag
I'm not
skating
punishing them.
them.
You guys do what you need to do. I'm just going to sit back and watch this because I'm a fan too.
Right. So do you think Cooper, does he, and now a lot of these guys were together at Four Nations, is this just let's just make sure our chemistry is good? What do they need to do? System work and skill work?
All joking aside, you're sharpening up on the systems that you want to play. You're kind of given a run through of exactly what those would look like. You're doing dry runs of your power play, and this is the formation, and here's some of the sets that we want to try to run. But, for the most part, when you have some of the guys on the team that you do, it's hard to say, hey, you're going to run this particular set. I know that there's been videos, guys are switching positions so that they can run a certain play. But a lot of the stuff that you see, you got to think from the way that these guys have, they think about the game and the hockey IQ that they have, you got to think some of it's just flat out freelance. Because I would have a tough time sitting back and saying to McDavid, hey, you got to run this set over and over again. He'd be like, well, hey, no disrespect, Shawn, but I'm going to skate circles, and then I'm going to find Draisaitl backdoor every second shift, and I'm going to do the same thing when I'm out here with Crosby and McKinnon and McCarr. You just got to think that. So I do think there's systems that go into it. I do think that they're trying to make sure that everybody's on the same page, but in certain situations, you got to trust the horses that you have.
All right. Of course, we got to talk about the Edmonton Oilers, who remain a hot topic for people. A lot of worry as they go into the break, sitting on a 3-game losing streak. Certainly, Chris Knobloch and his coaching staff seems to have fallen into the crosshairs, perhaps more than they ever have in about the 2.5 seasons he's been the head coach. Craig Button was on the morning show earlier this week. He was like, look, this is roster construction more than coaching. I tend to believe that as well. I find it hard to believe there would be a coaching change during this break, even though we talked to some people who seem convinced of it. But how much of the Oilers' recent struggles, or maybe just some of their lackluster play this year, how much in your mind is a coaching issue, whether it's Knobloch or the staff as a whole?
I would say, and I'm trying to be as unbiased as I possibly can, I would say that the way that he utilizes everybody on the team, to me, is a bit, I just don't think he's hitting the mark with it. One of the things that we've seen over the years with the Oilers is that they've been able to run more or less 4 deep. Yes, there's always a tendency to go supernova and put the big boys together. But in recent years, Janmark, Brown, and Henrique was an unbelievable line in the playoffs. But they also got time to be able to do that. They weren't being given 4 or 5 minutes and said, hey, go produce in those 4 or 5 minutes. No, they were getting 9, 10, 11, creeping into the 13-minute mark. And you saw a lot of players on the team have kind of that 9 to 12 role. Yes, the big guys still got their minutes, but it was just a better situation where more guys played. And right now, when you look at the team, there's too many guys, in my personal opinion, that just aren't playing enough. And it's putting a lot of stress on the big boys. It's creating some problems because when you're running those guys, what are they doing? They did 25, 26 minutes last game. Like, that's a lot. Yeah. And you can't consistently do that and rely on your big guys, because by the time you get to playoffs, well, they're going to be burnt out, and then you're going to be sitting back questioning what's going on. So the utilization of players, I think, would be a bit of an issue. Power play is good. The PK in stretches was good. It's obviously cooled off as of late, but like, they do a lot of good things. I mean, they adjust in game. Their offensive zone system's been good. Their transition game has been better. It's been a little bit faster. So it's hard for me to sit back and criticize a coach and say, hey, like, this is all on you. But I think we can all agree, like, I don't think the roster is good enough. That's number one for sure.
I agree. If you look at some of the players who have left over the last 2 years and who they've been replaced with, like, the ice time one is an interesting one to me, because of course the higher end guys are going to play more. The one, as you know, Jason Milne has become a full-on fan of Curtis Lazar over the last few months. Like, if the bottom six is not going, I'm fine if you got to sit them down. I mean, to me, that's life. It ain't fair. Yep. But there have been some game, like the Calgary game, Lazar was mucking around, and did he even get to 5 minutes?
Played 421.
Yeah, like, so that's, sometimes I get a little mystified by that. Like, I realize you have to coach the scoreboard, but you also have to trust guys to do things that might shift the ice. Now, having said that, if they have 4 or 5 more wins on the season, we're probably not talking about this at all. But it's fair to bring up.
If you look at it too, though, 452 are like my era tough guy numbers.
Right. That's a good point.
Yeah. That's like David Kochi is playing 452 because David Kochi has no business carrying a stick around, and all he's looking to do is fight someone. So Lazar, should he play 452 when he's playing well? The other night, Mangiapane was doing exactly what the Oilers needed him to do, playing in people's face, getting under their skin. He was actually playing with a little bit of speed. He had a turnover that was costly, but then you sat him for the rest of the game. Like, well, what does that do to players' confidence? And I get it. I've been on here and I've said it's a what have you done for me lately league. I've said that 1,000 times. But at the same time, there's got, like, how short of a rope do you have for these guys? Like, is there not a little bit of, like, give him some, like, rope to be able to choke himself out, as opposed to, like, instantly, okay, it's the minute you stray, it's Kate, you're done?
Yeah.
Well, I think this chat, the city of Edmonton at one point was saying, well, you give Bouchard the reins to do whatever he wants, and he can make as many mistakes as he wants, ends up in the back of your net. And then we get on here and be like, well, you got to do it because he's going to score. And that does happen in the NHL, but it's also confidence for Bouchard. It's the trust of the coach, knowing, hey, you know what? I may have messed up here, but he trusts me to go back out here and get it done. Every player in the NHL needs that exact same thing. Now, there's superstars that are going to play 20 to 25 minutes. There's, star players or second line players that are going to play 15 to 18, maybe into 19 mark. But those bottom end guys need a little bit of love too. And if I'm going and I'm playing well as a bottom end guy, well, then give me my 6 minutes of ice time. Don't just cut it off at 4 minutes because you don't think I can do the job. Well, in Lazar's case, he's kind of won over a city because of the way and his work ethic and what he's been doing on the ice.
Bellsy, as always, an incredible segment, an incredible microphone as well. When you're on with us next Tuesday, we're going to have actually had Canadian hockey games and men's games to talk about on top of all the other fun Olympic stories, which is pretty cool. Thanks so much. Oh, and of course, Hello Hockey coming up Saturday at 10 with you and Tommy. Are you in tomorrow?
I'm in tomorrow.
So we'll see you tomorrow as well. This is perfect, buddy. Thank you so much.
You, boys. Always a pleasure.
There's Shawn Belle checking in on the Oil Country Towing Video Hotline. As always, he's great. I didn't even think of that TV dad who's doesn't get talked about much anymore. We could say who it was?
It was Bill Cosby.
Cosby. Yeah.
Yeah.
perhaps under different circumstances, he would have come up a lot. I can see why people aren't thinking of, maybe not even thinking of him anymore.
Well, that's probably for good reason.
Yeah.
Yep.
There are some things where, maybe your on-screen accomplishments and the character you played are not worth bringing up because of your off-screen transgressions. Carl Winslow coming up again. Somebody else put somebody interesting. Eric Taylor from Friday Night Lights. That's from another Eric. Peter Griffin. Oh, Eugene Levy in Schitt's Creek. That's a good one. That's a good TV dad. Our off-topic topic, your favorite TV dad. Tell you what, Jay and I are going to talk more about the Winter Olympics, some of the quirkiness about it. We'll continue on some of Belzy's thoughts there about player usage on the Edmonton Oilers. Carter Southern from the Oil Kings is going to join us as well. Lots of fun stuff. Here comes the Coop.
Blue Jays news, Anthony Santander is out 5 to 6 months, being set and is set to undergo left hip surgery, plus Bowden Francis will miss all of next season. He needs UCL reconstruction surgery. Day one of CFL Free Agency, the Elks have signed Joe Robustelli for 2026. The 28-year-old spent the last 2 seasons with the Riders, recording over 500 yards for 3 touchdowns in 12 games last season. Over in basketball, LeBron James of the Lakers has been ruled out tonight against the Spurs with foot arthritis. James is now ineligible for NBA awards this season, being limited to a maximum of 64 games this year, with players needing to play at least 65 games to be eligible. 3 other games on the NBA docket. The Clippers and Rockets battle. 6 o'clock tip-off. The Pacers and Knicks throw down at 5:30 while Dallas visits Phoenix. Toronto playing back in action tomorrow against Detroit. WHL play. It's the Thunderbirds and Chiefs dropping the puck. Meanwhile, Everett matches up with Red Deer, having the Silvertips challenge the Oil Kings in E-Town tomorrow. This Sports Update is brought to you by Windsor Plywood Leduc. Locally owned and operated, serving Leduc and surrounding areas since '93. They have doors, flooring, baseboards, and of course, they have plywood. Go see the knowledgeable staff today at Windsor Plywood Leduc. The Reid Wilkins Show continues following a brief pause. I'm Zachary Kubish, and you're up to date.
The Nielsen Show with Lieutenant Eric.
Luke Gazdik's going to join us.
The past, we've seen with Knobloch that I think he really starts to get desperate when he throws those guys out there like crazy. Like McDavid playing 27 last night. I get it's the last game before the break, but that is a lot of ice for one guy to carry. And I just think Leon is probably on point there with, like, start spreading it out.
The Nielsen Show with Lieutenant Eric. Weekday mornings 6 to 9. Only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Hey Edmonton, did you know a local Play Alberta winner scored over $430,000 on Desert Fantasy? Think about the rec room you could build with that kind of cash. From major casino winners every hour to jackpots worth millions and hundreds of popular games to money that stays in the province, there has never been a better time to sign up for Play Alberta. Download the app today to get started with casino, sports, and lottery, all in one app. Must be 18 plus to play. When you gamble, use your game sense.
When you cater with Royal Pizza, you're getting the same great pizzas, pastas, and salads you love, just bigger and built for a crowd. Perfect for teams, offices, or parties, Royal Pizza's catering brings real value around $10 per person. Delicious, high quality, and easy. If you like their pastas, you'll love their catering pastas even more. Visit royalpizza.ca or contact your local store for exact pricing and details.
So come on home, Royal Pizza, still making it great.
At Firehouse Subs, our subs are freshly toasted, stacked high, and crafted to satisfy. Each sub is piled high with premium meats, melty cheese, and toasted to perfection. Firehouse Subs brings bold flavor to every bite, all served on a freshly toasted roll. But we're not just feeding Edmonton, we're fueling it. Dig into the brisket hat trick, piled with slow-smoked brisket and melty cheese. Or go to the Firehouse Subs fan favorite, the Hook and Ladder. Made to order with smoked turkey, honey ham, and Monterey Jack cheese on a perfectly toasted roll. With 15 Firehouse Sub locations across Edmonton and the greater area, it's easy to grab a hot and hearty sub close to home. Firehouse Subs. Hot, hearty, made to satisfy.
When gambling, set a budget before you play. Stay informed and visit GameSenseAB.ca to learn how. Remember, if you gamble, use your game sense.
Since 1952, William Huff has been the heartbeat of Edmonton's advertising world. From humble beginnings to a citywide powerhouse, we've been the go-to for signage from print to design and installation. Partnering with Edmonton's top sports franchises and major events, we've helped shape the city's global reputation. Our secret? Unmatched customer service, decades of experience, and a passion for excellence we call the William Huff Advantage. Visit us online at williamhuff.com.
Thanks a lot for joining us this afternoon. You can text us at 780-218-9999. That is the River Cree Resort and Casino afternoon inbox. Remember the River Cree mobile app. It's free to download. You can get exclusive offers and promotions. You can get your show tickets there. You can make reservations for hotel rooms and restaurants. Safe, secure, and easy to use. 780-218-9999. A lot of text today on our off-topic topic for William Huff. Favorite TV dad. So TV dad, television show. A couple people have ventured into movies, and then they're like, why won't you say my name, the name of the dad? TV dad. TV dad, if you can.
Like this one. The only answer is Phil Dunphy. Everyone else is wrong.
Oh.
I could see that. I do think that's a strong contender. Barry says Al Bundy, the best TV dad.
Oh, yeah, that was good.
RC and Ladner. Morty Seinfeld. My wallet's gone. I don't remember my wallet's gone.
Well, what about Costanza's? Didn't Jerry Stiller play Costanza's dad?
Did.
Ben Stiller's dad.
Yeah. That was when that was the line or I believe they were in a police station and he said to Elaine, "You want a piece of me?"
Right. He'd always get his voice going, wouldn't he? Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of classic TV dads over the years.
Georgie.
Oh, yeah. Who played the mom? I can't remember.
I think she passed away recently.
Yeah. Yeah, that was pretty good.
Estelle Harris?
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah. She was Estelle Costanza.
Oh, and her name was Estelle. Nice.
Georgie!
Favorite TV dad. You can also post in the Nasty Chat on YouTube. Remember, if you're on YouTube, to click that thumbs up button.
Click, click, click. Must you click? Please, please click. Must you click? You must click. Thumb, thumb, thumb.
We are on pace to get to 100 thumbs for this show, but don't let up. If you haven't clicked it, click it. And remember, we're trying to get to 14,000 subscriptions for Edmonton Sports Talk. We're not starting at 0, and we want to get there in 90 minutes. We need less than 20 around there.
Less than, yeah.
And Jay will whistle a mystery tune at the end of the show if we get to 14,000 subscribers.
Yeah, if you haven't yet, today's the day.
Today's the day to do it. Make sure. Then you're always notified, and then we show up in your feed and all that kind of fun stuff. I want to ask you something, Jay. Am I living in a time warp?
Ooh, not that I'm aware of.
Not that you know of.
You could be, but then I would also have to be living in that time warp.
I suppose,
because our lives cross.
Our lives have now intersected.
But I'm down for going down the rabbit hole that we both are living in a time warp.
Well, I'm just wondering because I've been. How long have I been a sports talk show host in this city now? Since the fall of 2013, I've been doing it full time.
Yeah, you've been doing it a long time.
So. Or longer than that. I don't know.
I thought you're like.
No, that'd be
you're
right.
14 years at Ched, right?
Yeah, I did 11 seasons of Oilers hockey.
Okay.
So I was 2 years producing Oilers Now, 11 years of hosting Inside Sports and doing Oilers hockey.
But then what about your Lloydminster stuff?
And now, but I wasn't a talk show host. So I'm just talking specifically talk show host.
Okay.
Where you're doing this type of thing every day. Talking to people, interviewing people, interacting with the audience, and all that kind of stuff.
Sure.
Because one thing I guess here's why I'm asking this. Because I would say every head coach the Oilers have had, I'll leave Todd Nelson out of this because I don't even think Leon was there yet. Every head coach the Oilers have had, even Hitchcock in his short tenure, about 2/3 of a season, I have heard from audience members, from Oilers fans who choose to listen to my programming, that they overplay McDavid and Draisaitl. Why do you keep going to the whip? Why do you keep doing that? Why don't you give other players roles? And I think in Dave Tippett's case, that's a big reason why it cost him his job. I don't think that's the main reason it cost Woody his job. And again, I don't think Knobloch's job is going to be cost here in the near future. But certainly, you know, McClellan eventually got criticized for that. That came up more and more. So, like, is it? I guess here's my question to you, and everybody just bear with me, because I saw the messages when we were talking to Belsey, Knobloch this, give guys roles, and I agree with that in theory, in theoretically how you should coach a hockey team. But is it possible to do that when you have these two guys on your team? And I guess I want to ask who's in the nasty chat. Calvin, Matthew, Mex, Smitty's in there today looking for a hug probably. Tango's in like all you guys in the chat, all you and guys and gals in the chat. Or if you want to text in 780-218-9999, River Crew Resort and Casino. Can you imagine being on the Oilers bench, and could you resist the temptation just to put those guys out of the ice whenever you're in a situation where it's like, well, we need to get the puck out of our own end. We need a goal. The other team pulled their goalie. The other team just iced the puck. Like, it can't be. And I'm not. I want people, because you know what it's like. Whenever we talk about this, people get upset, right? And whenever I try to say, well, let's people, well, you're just defending the coach because you interview him. No, I'm not. Every coach has done this.
Yeah.
So it must be pretty hard to resist that temptation. So, but then what I'm asking is, put yourself on the Oilers bench. It must be pretty hard to resist that temptation, especially the longer you coach the team. I mean, it'd be one thing to be hired, right? So let's say they fire the coach. Jason Milne takes over February 25th or whatever it is. Is it Anaheim they're back against? And you walk in there, okay, boys, we're rolling 4 lines. We're rolling 4 lines, right? And you go out there and you beat Anaheim. And you're like, I'm a genius. Of course, you give them a little bit more, but you kind of balance it out, right? And then you're coaching for a couple weeks, couple months. And then the team's not doing so well. And you need something to get going. And old Jay Milne's rolling out McDavid and Draisaitl.
Well, I mean, maybe that's something that Oilers fans are looking for. Maybe that is something that, you know, you said this, I think, 2 days ago? You're like, what do you want? What would make Oilers fans happy in a head coach? Maybe
nothing.
I'm okay, but maybe a coach that was stubborn enough just to do something like that. I mean, it is enticing. It's like when you were a kid and you know, you heard through the school or on the playground the cheat code, the up, left, right, A-B code for Super Spike volleyball.
Right.
That would take you and put you in the world's finals. Well, it's hard to resist to use that cheat code, even though you want to play the game the entire time and do it. Well, that McDavid and Draisaitl are a cheat code for any head coach. Now, you ask yourself this then. If McDavid and Draisaitl were in Tampa Bay, would John Cooper use them that way?
I think they'd play quite a bit.
Right?
Well, we're going to see the ice time on the Olympic team. That's going to be fun, isn't it?
Yeah, that'll be interesting
to
see
who he leans on at the Olympics.
But I guarantee you, Reid, there's nobody on the Team Canada, on the men's team, that is going to be getting 5 or 4 or 5 minutes a game.
The fourth line is going to be so much. Wouldn't that be great, though, if it did?
Well,
if like Horvat.
I just don't see that happening.
Who's that Horvat line? They get like 3 minutes.
Well,
no, look, I'm not, because I don't question Knobloch going to those guys in certain situations. And let's face it, guys, like, again, this is the worst. I think this is the worst Oilers team since 2021. Okay? I really do. They're probably still going to make the playoffs. Probably. I'm not going to guarantee it. So, and it's because their depth isn't as great. So, but the things that bug me about Knobloch this year is when, yes, there has been a depth line that is contributing, and he doesn't play them just because they're behind on the scoreboard.
Right.
If you're down a goal, why not trust those guys to try to do something?
That's where you need to commit to the process then.
Right.
And
hey, when you're down 3-0 with 10 minutes left, I know people get frustrated. McDavid's going to play half the remaining game. Well, what else are you supposed to do? But if you're down a goal, I think maybe Knobloch reaches that threshold a little too early where it's like, okay, it's all about 97 and 29 trying to tie it.
Well, and how is the fourth line? This is what I kind of said, and it was a real tipping point. When I thought Lazar was around the play, he was around the puck, he was playing well, and he ended up getting 4 minutes or somewhere in between 4 and 5 minutes.
Right.
How does that say to Curtis Lazar, even though I think he understands his role, but how does that line get going? How does that line prove to you that, yes, they can stay up?
Well, they had.
And Andrew Mangiapane probably had one of his best games, has a turnover.
Against the Leafs.
Yeah, against the Leafs, has a turnover and is benched. Well, you just,
Yeah. So here's my question. So then here's another question out of this. Because Tippett used to get criticized for being maybe too stubborn. He didn't make changes quickly enough.
Mm-hmm.
Is Knobloch too willing to jump in and get his fingerprints on the game? Because Mangiapane should not have been benched look, Mangiapane's not had a great season. He's been scratched. Quite frankly, and again, for the most part, I think Mangiapane and Frederick aren't Knobloch problems. They're their own problems or management problems. But Mangiapane gets benched, comes back, plays well, loses the puck in the offensive zone. And has a defenseman make a boneheaded change, which the goalie makes 2 great saves on a 2-on-1, and then Mangiapane is not responsible for the puck not being cleared, and he's the one who pays the price for the goal.
Yeah.
Like, to me, that's Knobloch almost looking to say, like, you're on such a short leash, Mangi, I got to remind you of that.
I just think that's counterproductive. Like, I do not like that style of coaching. I did not like being coached that way. Right? Where you're on pins and needles for making one mistake. You can't play.
You know when you screw up. Like, most players would know when they screw up.
But give me a chance to blow somebody up or get the ball back to the offense and prove, and get me back in your good books.
Right.
But I need that chance. Athletes need that chance to get back. And that's, I think at least that's the way I interpreted what Leon Draisaitl said prior to leaving for the Olympic break, is you cannot win with this four or five guys going.
See, and I think we've broken down those comments a lot. I think that's why Leon was, maybe criticizing his coaches, but also criticizing his teammates.
Sure.
Like, he's also saying, okay, you can't just have 5 or 6 guys going. So maybe he's saying, hey, coach, you can't just lean on me on Connor every game. But I think he's also saying, like, somebody else better tilt the ice or muster some energy.
Well, it's a chicken and an egg thing live in a game, because if you're not going to give them the chance to dig themselves out of a hole or prove, that they're going that night, then what's the point?
Right.
Like, it's just, and that's probably the biggest concern with Chris Knobloch from Oilers fans is that, okay, the roster construction is what it is, Reid. That's not a Chris Knobloch thing. Trent Frederick, Mangiapane were not Chris Knobloch's decisions. But given what you have, you're putting a lot, too much pressure, and maybe not pressure is the right word, but Connor and Leon are the only, guys that you're allowing to get going. And then they don't take much to get going. They are some of the best players in the world.
Right.
It is kind of a,
But I just feel, I guess I would say, as soon as the Oilers are behind, he really goes to them. Now, I realize the score is the be-all and end-all, but hey, that Calgary game, it's 2-1.
Yeah.
Some of the depth guys were playing okay. Give them a chance to create some... Like, hey, if Curtis Lazar goes out there and hits a couple defensemen and keeps the puck in at the blue line and throws the puck on net and creates a deflection and a scrum and the goalie covers it, to me, that's job done. Because then he's earned a face-off in the offensive zone for Leon and Connor.
Exactly.
Or whoever.
Yep.
That's an effective shift. Like, that should be recognized and rewarded with continued ice time.
I agree.
Now, I get it. Sometimes you have to just say, well, the score is what it is. Curtis, you don't score very often. I get it. But there's been times where I felt that the Knoblochs looked away from those depth guys a little too much. Now, to be fair, there's been games where the depth guys have played and they've done nothing. And I've been like, their asses should be on the bench. Because if you're not going to hit and you're not going to block a shot and you're not going to put your stinky glove in someone's face, you don't deserve to be on the ice.
Mm-hmm.
Fine. You're basically saying, well, I guess I'm not very good. So Leon and Connor, like as a player, that's kind of the coach. That's the message you're delivering to the coach. Sorry, I don't know what to do. So then, as a coach, you're kind of stuck being like, well, I guess I got to go with the guys who do know what they're supposed to do.
I want to ask you about another depth player.
All right, we'll do that when we come back.
Okay.
All right. Top of the hour, by the way, Carter Sutherland from the Edmonton Oil Kings. He had a hat trick in their game on Friday. Edmonton Sports Talk presented by Play Alberta. Why limit your choices when you can have it all? Play Alberta, your go-to app for casino games, sports betting, and lottery, all in one place with easy access to real money games. You can enjoy everything Alberta has to offer right at your fingertips. Download Play Alberta now and start playing today. Coob.
Injury updates for the Blue Jays. Bowden Francis will miss the entirety of 2026, needing UCL reconstruction surgery. For Anthony Santander, he requires left shoulder surgery and will take 5 to 6 months to recover. Shane Bieber, on the other hand, won't be ready for the start of next season, battling forearm fatigue. Day one of CFL Free Agency, the Double E have signed Joe Robustelli for 2026. The 28-year-old spent the past 2 seasons with the Riders, recording over 500 yards for 3 touchdowns in 12 games last season. Over in basketball, LeBron James of the Lakers has been ruled out tonight against the Spurs with foot arthritis. James is now ineligible for NBA awards, being limited to a maximum of 64 games this season, with players needing to play at least 65 games in a season to be eligible for awards. 3 other games on tap tonight. The Clippers and Rockets battle at 6 o'clock. The Pacers and Knicks throw down at 5:30 while Dallas visits Phoenix. In the WHL, it's the Thunderbirds and Chiefs dropping the puck. Meanwhile, Everett matches up with Red Deer, having the Silvertips challenge the Oil Kings in Edmonton tomorrow. This Sports Update is brought to you by Advantage Sports Medicine and Physiotherapy. Connor McDavid's got a team of specialists, and you've got a bag of frozen peas. Get the same locker room approach that's trusted by the best in the game. Call them at 780-460-9977 or visit their website at AdvantageSportMed.ca to book an appointment. Today, more with Reid and Jay after the break. I'm Zachary Kubish, keeping you up to date.
The EST Hangout.
I don't think I could ever even go down one of those, even as slow as possible.
Well, you'd want speed. I wouldn't want to slow down. You have to. If you're not catching speed, you're screwed.
But is there a way to not go that fast?
Yeah. Just a medium.
Can I go 30 kilometers? Yeah, just wee. I like wee.
The EST Hangout, presented by Sentinel Storage. Weekday mornings 9 to 11, only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Sentinel Storage presents Team Canada snowboarder Mark McMorris.
Thank you for your continued support, Canada. It's an honor to represent our country. Keep cheering loud, Canada. We feel it. Thank you, Sentinel Storage, official storage partner of Team Canada.
The road to the FIFA World Cup runs through Edmonton. See Canada Soccer's men's national team before they take on the world this summer. Canada versus Uzbekistan. June 1st, 7 p.m., Commonwealth Stadium. Tickets at Ticketmaster.ca.
Looking for quality building materials and friendly advice? Visit us at Windsor Plywood Leduc, family owned and locally run since 1993. From interior materials for doors, flooring, baseboards, and all the finishing touches to all you need for your outdoor projects like cedar lumber for decks and fences, plus all the plywood you'd need. Our full-time on-staff carpenter can help with anything odd-sized or custom, and from domestic hardwoods to exotic selections, we've got you covered. And if we don't have it, we'll track it down for you. Windsor Plywood Leduc. We're the experts you need to know.
Hey Edmonton, did you know a local Play Alberta winner scored over $430,000 on Desert Fantasy? Think about the rec room you could build with that kind of cash. From major casino winners every hour to jackpots worth millions and hundreds of popular games to money that stays in the province, there has never been a better time to sign up for Play Alberta. Download the app today to get started with casino, sports, and lottery, all in one app. Must be 18 plus to play. When you gamble, use your game sense.
Good to have you tuning in this afternoon. We're in the Canadian Brewhouse studio. Taco Tuesday has leveled up at the Canadian Brewhouse all day. $3.49 new tacos and quesadillas after 4 p.m. Sip on $5.99 margaritas, $2 off Corona tankards, and tequila shots starting at $5.99. All right, 5-0 USA taking it to Canada today in women's hockey. Pretty thorough and convincing victory for the American team. They are indeed the gold medal favorites. Big game tomorrow at Rogers Place. This is going to be a fun one. Two of the best teams in the Western Hockey League. Everett visiting the Oil Kings. Now, Everett visiting Red Deer tonight. Everett currently, depending on what happens tonight, 41-6-3. Edmonton, 34-11-5. So here's the thing. The Oil Kings have a .730 points percentage. They will be the underdog in this game on home ice with the .850 points percentage. Everett outscoring their opponents this season 213-122. Jeepers. Almost a plus 90 goal differential and 50. No, the Oil Kings aren't bad. They're like about plus 80. But, plus 70. Pretty good. Yeah. It'll be a good game. I'm looking forward to going.
Yeah.
And we're going to have a member of the Oil Kings coming up at the top of the hour. All right. What did you want to ask me, good sir?
Okay. I just came up in conversation with a friend of mine. But do you think the Oilers are missing Adam Henrique? Maybe more than what, because when Adam Henrique was injured, that kind of opened the door for Curtis Lazar to enter the lineup more so on a night-to-night basis.
More so, now Szymanski's been called up, yeah.
But Adam Henrique's also a big part of the penalty kill.
Maybe they miss him on the penalty kill a little bit. I don't know if they miss him a lot 5-on-5.
Because when he was first injured, the team was playing quite well. They've kind of dipped of all times on their homestand, the recent homestand before the Olympic break.
Yeah.
But is that a piece of a puzzle, Reid? Because the penalty kill has been poor of recent.
Yeah, I'd have to go back and look game by game, but I think maybe they miss him on the penalty kill. I don't think they miss him 5-on-5, quite frankly.
Well, let's be honest. What was there to miss on the 5-on-5 part?
Yeah, not a lot.
Right?
No, it's not as if the people they've tried to put in there for him, Roslovic playing some center, Szymanski called up. I don't know if they've done much more, but I don't know if they miss him 5-on-5. I think you could argue maybe on the PK they miss him. I think Knobloch referenced, he takes a lot of penalty kills on the PK, or takes a lot of face-offs on the PK. But yeah, I'm not sure that would be considered a huge miss for me.
Jason in Leduc on the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox at 780-218-9999. Maybe the problem isn't that he runs them out together, but that he runs them out together every second shift. I think he's talking about Connor and Lee.
Yeah, that's what we mean, the frequency of the ice time, or the ice time building up.
Well, right. and who's that taking away from?
Right.
And how do you get a line going if they simply don't have any playing time?
It's interesting. A couple people in the Nasty Chat were suggesting that they should just play them on the same line, and then by default, that gives some other players more ice time. But I think what Jason is saying, he puts them together when they're behind, and then they play every second shift.
What do they call that? The nuclear option?
The nuclear option, yes. I think a former coworker of mine might have started that.
Mm-hmm.
780-218-9999 is the River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. How about this? River Cree Resort and Casino turning 20 this year. They're going to celebrate until October 26th. That's one long birthday party. Going to be a lot of fun. Over $1 million in prizes, 35 winners of $20,000 in casino free plays, 9 brand new cars, 56 winners of $1,000 in cash. Don't forget to check them out at rivercreeresort.com. Yeah, we'll see when Henrique comes back, how he's used. I haven't mind how Szymanski has played in that role.
Mm-hmm.
Now, again, he's a younger player, and you're kind of saying, well, okay, you might have to accept some growing pains there, but I thought he's been pretty good. What other storylines are we going to watch for? How are the goalies going to be used?
Well, I think the biggest one will probably be the goalies.
If and where is Mangiapane going to be traded?
Because when it was the former duo here in Edmonton, Skinner and Pickard.
Yes.
What was it? 30% of the games Pickard would play?
Yeah, and about a third, yeah.
And that was kind of planned out. Do you see that happening?
I don't know. I don't think that's what they're going to do. I think that's what they should do. I think they're going to keep it 50-50 until quite late in the season.
Really?
The way they've been handling it. Like, I think they're going to give Jarry a lot of rope here. I really do. I don't know if they should at this point. To me, Ingram has been obviously the better goalie. I think to everybody, Ingram's been obviously the better goalie. He's been the best goalie the Oilers have had this season.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it's not as many games as Skinner played, I guess. But Ingram, to me, has been the most reliable goaltender. So I think you kind of have to say, okay, you're playing. Like, I hope when they come back with these 3 games in the West, he plays 2 of those 3. But then you could get back home and you could still alternate them. I get the sense from how Knobloch operates, and because they traded Skinner for Jarry, that they might keep it close to 50-50 and then maybe allow someone to emerge in the last couple weeks of the season even and say, okay, you're the guy. But to me, Ingram's already emerged, and I want to see him play more and see if he's the guy.
Then why pitter-patter around? Why not just say, okay, we're moving forward as with Ingram as our starter.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to, again, like, there's the stuff that I think, there's the stuff that you think, and then there's...
Well, why don't you get the coach to think the way you think?
Well, I know. They really should. But I think because of Jarry being a veteran goaltender, having been the player who was traded for, having been the player to come in with the expectations to perhaps be the number 1 goalie in the playoffs, I think that coming out of the break, he's still going to play quite a bit, at least half the time.
Well, and let's be quite blunt about it. There's a contract attached to Tristan Jarry that would suggest that he should be the starter.
Well, that's the other thing,
right?
That's the other thing. So what if Ingram grossly outplays Jarry and is good in the playoffs, however far they go, and then you're gonna have to pay Ingram, right? And you'll have Jarry as your $5.25 million backup.
Yeah. That wouldn't be the best situation. I mean, what? Ingram's a 1.15.
Is he a UFA after this season?
Yes, he is.
Right. No, Ingram could also say, "Oh, I'm going to test the market. I want to see what I can get elsewhere."
If Ingram takes over as the starter in net, and the Oilers get to the playoffs, get what? 2 rounds, 3 rounds?
Yeah,
I mean, if they get 3 rounds deep, I don't think Connor Ingram's here next year.
You think he looks around for a better deal?
Why wouldn't he?
Yeah.
I mean, you're at the peak of your value. You are an incredible story, a comeback story, if you want to call it.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you test the open waters? Because the Oilers are their hands are going to be tied as to what they can afford to pay him. You can't have Connor Ingram at a $4.5 million a year contract and have Tristan Jarry sitting at 5.375. You just can't. Now, there's a lot of ifs and buts and candies and nuts thrown in here, but I think for most Oilers fans, they would say, if you were to have 1 game, 1 goalie, who are you taking right now? It'd be Connor Ingram.
Oh, no doubt. I can't see it not being that way. 780-218-9999, the afternoon inbox presented by River Cree Resort and Casino. We got an hour left in the show, so we still want to drum up enough subscribers to get to 14,000 for the Edmonton Sports Talk channel. So if you're tuning in on YouTube, or if you have time to hop into YouTube from one of the audio streaming apps and you have not subscribed to Edmonton Sports Talk, please do so. Let's just hit 14,000, get it over with. Jay will whistle a fun song. And we also want to get to 100 thumbs up for this episode of the Reid Wilkins Show. We're 2/3 of the way there. We're 2/3 of the way through the show. So if you have not yet clicked the thumbs up, please do so, and let's get there. Oil Kings storylines coming up.
2 guys and a goalie.
The Oilers will sign a non-NHL player who plays in the Olympics this offseason.
Pirate.
You know it's coming, right?
They've already done it once.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean, they're go watch the Slovakia-Switzerland game. There's a future Oiler on there somewhere.
Bob's in Slovenia right now.
2 guys and a goalie, presented by GS Construction. Tuesday and Thursday afternoons at noon, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Hey Edmonton, did you know a local Play Alberta winner scored over $430,000 on Desert Fantasy? Think about the rec room you could build with that kind of cash. From major casino winners every hour to jackpots worth millions and hundreds of popular games to money that stays in the province, there has never been a better time to sign up for Play Alberta. Download the app today to get started with casino, sports, and lottery, all in one app. Must be 18 plus to play. When you gamble, use your game sense.
Sentinel Storage presents Team Canada snowboarder Mark McMorris.
Thank you for your continued support, Canada. It's an honor to represent our country. Keep cheering loud, Canada. We feel it. Thank you, Sentinel Storage, official storage partner of Team Canada.
Time for a new career in 2026? Or maybe your kid is still pondering their path. Good news! Weiss Johnson is hiring. It's Dennis, and not only are we hiring for heating and air conditioning, we're also looking for experienced plumbers and gas fitters. With the growth in residential development, there's no shortage of opportunities at Weiss Johnson. Choose your path with us. Learn from one of the industry leaders, and we will grow together. Receive great benefits and school reimbursement as well. Visit weiss-johnson.com today.
Sentinel Storage presents Team Canada ski cross racer Reese Howden.
Being able to represent a country that has done everything to support my dreams is unreal. To stand on the podium and represent Canada, I don't take it for granted at all.
Sentinel Storage, proud partner of Team Canada.
Few injury updates for the Blue Jays. Bowden Francis will miss the entirety of next season, needing UCL reconstruction surgery. Anthony Santander, he requires left shoulder surgery. He'll take 5 to 6 months to recover. Meanwhile, Shane Bieber won't be ready for the start of next year. He's battling forearm fatigue. Day one of CFL Free Agency, the Elks have signed Joe Robustelli for 2026. The 28-year-old spent the last 2 seasons in Saskatchewan. And over in basketball, LeBron James of the Lakers will not play tonight against the Spurs. He's been ruled out with foot arthritis. 3 other games tonight in the NBA. It's the Clippers and Rockets battling at 6 o'clock. The Pacers and Knicks throwing down at 5:30, while Dallas visits Phoenix. Toronto in action tomorrow against Detroit. I'm Zachary Kubish. That was your sports update. Hour 3, the Reid Wilkins Show starts right now.
All right, hope you're having a great afternoon. Along with Jason Milne, I'm Reid Wilkins, Edmonton Sports Talk presented by Play Alberta. And we're going to dive straight into the oil understood for GCL Diesel, providers of the best diesel engine components around, from turbochargers to injectors, fuel pumps to sensors. They are the critical engine component experts, proud to serve Edmonton and Northern Alberta for over 50 years, and now a partner of Edmonton Sports Talk and the Reid Wilkins Show. GCL Diesel. Diesel! Understood. And today we're going to look at the Edmonton Oil Kings. We're going to feature one of their great players, defenseman Carter Sutherland, standing by on the Oil Country Towing video hotline. Carter, it's Reid and Jay. How are you doing?
Good. How are you guys?
Doing very well. Thanks a lot for doing this. Congratulations on being named Player of the Week in the Western Hockey League, which we will dive into. But I want to ask you some other stuff first. Look, Carter, first of all, you'd been a Portland Winterhawk for a few seasons. You were traded to the Oil Kings. Tell us what that's like. That can't be easy to go through a trade. Tell us how you found out and how you've dealt with it.
Yeah, so obviously it's not the best thing, but it was an opportunity for me to come and make a run in my final year, which I was super stoked for. I found out a few days before the deadline. My general manager in Portland called me in, and it was a few tough days saying bye to billets, teammates, and family, but Edmonton made it a smooth transition, and it's been great since coming here, meeting all the guys and getting familiar with the rink and stuff like that. So it's been really fun here, and I'm just looking forward to keep her going here in Edmonton.
All right. Now, Portland, basically 3.5 seasons you were there, so that was a big part of your life. I've never been to Portland. I don't know if you have, Jay. It's got a bit of a reputation. It's perhaps a bit of a quirky city? I don't know what the word is. Like, what's the vibe like there? Is the stuff we hear about it true?
It's good. I mean, it's home for me, honestly. I had a great billet family there that kind of felt like home now. I was with them all 3.5, 4 years. But it's great. I love it there. It's very like sort of chill city, kind of just hang out and, but felt like home. Couldn't be more happy with being drafted there and spending time there. And, everyone treated me like the best. So, super thankful for everything that I had there.
All right. Now, where is home for you? Where'd you grow up? And, tell us a little bit about your minor hockey story.
Yeah, I grew up in Sanford, Manitoba, small town, about 20 minutes south of Winnipeg. Grew up playing McDonald hockey, which is kind of 3 or 4 small towns in the area, playing together, and spent all my days as a young kid at the Sanford rink, messing around there with my dad and stuff like that. So very fortunate to be from there, and they treat me real well down there.
All right. And so you were drafted by Portland, when you were 15?
Yeah, drafted when I was 15.
Okay. And then off you went. You were drafted by the Philadelphia Flyers too a couple of years ago, right? So did they still have your rights, or did those expire in this summer?
Yeah, so I'm a free agent. They expired June 1st of last summer. So
okay, so teams will be looking at you here as you go through this. You're a pretty big dude, right? Like, what are you playing at right now?
Yeah, I'm about 6'4", 207, right around there. Yeah.
Okay, and do you like to hit?
Yeah, I do. Yeah. I like to kind of do everything out there. Offense, defense, move the puck, hit, kind of get in the scrums, chirp a little bit. But, yeah, for sure.
Okay, now the offense, a big part of why you were the Western Hockey League Player of the Week. You had a hat trick on Friday in that 11-4 win? How did that feel?
Yeah, it was crazy, honestly. But I was just glad we got the win. It was kind of a bounce back win for us, and we went through a little bit of a dry drought there, but just come back and get a few wins in a row, beat Med Hat, and just kind of get a groove on coming into the playoffs here, and kind of making a push for standings has been huge for us. So these guys have made me comfortable coming in here and just kind of being able to do my thing, which is all I can ask for.
Well, had you ever had a hat trick before? I mean, Evan Bouchard had one for the Oilers a couple of weeks ago. He said he'd never had one, like even as a little kid.
I had one in U18, my 16 year, but that was the only other one that I've ever had.
Okay. There were a lot of hats on the ice that night at Rogers Place. Did you get a few?
Yeah, good amount. Yeah, I'll take it. Yeah, it's good. Decent.
Now, something else, and I think this is important to be acknowledged. And I didn't tell my colleague Jason Milne this, and I think he's going to be impressed by this. You have played 250 consecutive games in the Dub?
Yeah.
That's an incredible Ironman streak, man.
Yeah. So I've never, I've actually only ever played 250 games as well. So I've never missed a game in my career. And that kind of dates back to U18s as well. I haven't missed a game in quite a while. Something I pride myself on, trying to go out there and be the best I can for the guys next to me. And, but also at the same time, it's a lot to go in with the staff and, the trainers that help me kind of be ready for the next game.
How do you do that? Because is that a mindset of yours, Carter, where you just have the ability to deal, because everybody's nicked. Everybody has different levels of, well, this hurts, but am I injured? You know, like, is that something that you had ingrained in you from an early, from a child, I guess from your childhood till now, that I'm gonna play in every game, even if I'm a little nicked. But is that a mental state for you? Because that's impressive. 200 and how many, Reid?
250.
250. My goodness. Okay. So yeah, how do you do that, Carter?
Yeah, I think it's just doing it for the guys next to me is a big thing. Like wanting to be out there and doing what I can to help the team. I've also dealt with a heart condition in those 4 years as well. So managing that as well as playing every game when, it's up and back, which not many people know about that. So it's a little different, but I think it's just a mentality from when I was a kid. I just hate not playing. And that's like the worst thing for me. Obviously I wasn't even guaranteed a spot in Portland when I came in at 17 and just trying to earn my way in the lineup every single night, and ended up doing that. And then kind of going from there, just wanted to play every night and kind of prove to people each and every night who I am and kind of what I can do in this league.
Okay, so I didn't know this. You said you're dealing with a heart condition. What is this, and what sort of things do you have to do to make sure you can keep playing?
Yeah, so I was diagnosed with Wolff-Parkinson-White syndrome when I was 15. I've dealt with it for 5 years now. I take medication at the moment. It's pretty common. You don't hear about it much because surgeries are pretty successful. I've had 1.5 surgeries technically, and it's been unsuccessful. I have kind of a rare sort of, in a sense, way of going about it. And but I've dealt with it. Sometimes it'll start up and it'll go to about 220 in games or something like that, and in practices. But I usually take medication for every game, and it usually keeps it down to about 180 or so, the kind of the normal heart rate, and which has helped a lot the past 2 years. But it's definitely something I've battled with for 5 years now, which is kind of crazy to say, but yeah, it's definitely not many people know about it, but I kind of wanted to spread the word about it lately, just because I'm sure I'm not the only one going through it, and there's always positives with the negatives.
So do you have to be aware of, do you get measured on the bench, or do you wear a monitor so people can, your staff can always know?
Yeah, I've worn a heart rate monitor for 5 years straight now, pretty much every day, just in case it does happen, and just kind of have a reading on it and kind of see from there.
Okay, well, good for you. Carter Southern from the Oil Kings joining us on the Oil Country Towing Video Hotline. And we wanted to have you on because this is going to be a fun one tomorrow. I mean, the Oil Kings and Everett don't play a lot, once a year. You guys are having a great season. They have an .850 points percentage. Is this one? I know you're up for every game, but this must be pretty cool to be two high-end teams going at it like this.
Yeah, it's super, super awesome. You always get excited for these games. You kind of mark it on the calendar. We've known this one's coming up for a while now, so I think all the boys are fired up and they're ready to go. And obviously I've had past experience with Everett, and obviously it's been a little bit of bad blood, but just kind of coming into the game tomorrow, everyone's excited, everyone's ready to go, and hopefully make a good statement.
Okay. Well, Carter, thanks for telling your story. That's really incredible stuff that you shared about your journey. Congratulations on being Western Hockey League Player of the Week. Just the second Oil King defenseman ever to score a hat trick. So that's really cool as well. Looking forward to the game tomorrow, sir. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. I appreciate it, guys. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, Carter Southern checking in from the Edmonton Oil Kings. That is some good stuff. I mean, amazing that he plays with that heart condition. And amazing he got a hat trick, and just a cool story. We've been so impressed with the Oil Kings players we've had on.
Awesome. Just awesome. And I mean, you look at what, and this always, to be honest with you, this blows my mind as a player. I didn't grow up in the hockey world, right? I didn't grow up playing hockey, aspiring to do what these guys are doing. But I mean, this guy's 20 years old. And look what he's been, not been through, but gone through with hockey.
Yeah.
I mean, he was in Portland for all this time. He's an Iron Man.
Yeah.
I mean, he's halfway, to put this in perspective, he's halfway to a record that most think will never, ever happen again in the NHL, is that Glenn Hall's consecutive
he's
game.
a defenseman, though. But
Reid, 250 games
that's amazing.
straight.
Because that's like your entire junior career, pretty much. A lot of guys aren't in junior for that long. That's pretty cool.
But I mean, that's why that's got to be a mindset where you just say, no, I'm going.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna sit around. I'm not gonna be hurt, because you just simply cannot play that many hockey games and not have something nagging at you. So awesome.
And he mentioned it. He knows the Oil Kings and Everett don't play a lot. In Portland, he would have been playing Everett a lot. So this will probably have a little extra bite to him.
A little bit extra meat on him to get one over them.
Yeah,
with the Oil Kings.
Good to have him on the show. Thanks to Matt with the Oil Kings for setting that up. That is Carter Southern, defenseman for your Edmonton Oil Kings. Okay, we're rolling into the final hour of the show. We're going to have some fun with buying or selling for Damon Bunting. Of course, we'll have our words of the day. Hopefully, Jason Milne will be whistling a tune at the end of the show. We're trying to get to 14,000 subscribers. Now, we were within about 20 when we started the show. So we just want to chip away and get to it. Also, if you've not given us a thumbs up on our YouTube stream, please do that. And once you have done it, click the button and send the show link off to somebody else and have them tune in as well and get them acquainted with Edmonton Sports Talk.
I did get a note here from our good friend of the show, Bruce Simpson from William Huff. He says, I know it's a sports show, but a traffic update for you.
Oh, that's fine.
He says, stay off the White Mud westbound. An accident has got it at a standstill from 149th Street west. So if you are on the White Mud heading westbound, there's something happening at 149th Street. Try and find an alternate route. And Bruce, it's always great listening from or hearing from you. You should let us know. Actually, your off-topic topic for William Huff was your favorite TV dad.
Yes,
I'd like to know what Bruce Simpson's favorite.
Yeah, I'd like
TV
to know
dad
that
was.
as well. If you haven't told us already,
getting a lot of Tim the Toolman Taylor now.
Oh, you think he's going to be the
Tim
winner?
the Toolman Taylor's taking a late surge.
Maybe his fan club started.
Could be.
Your favorite TV dad, the off-topic topic for William Huff. What about the smoking man from the X-Files? He turned out to be Mulder's dad, I believe.
Oh,
yeah.
Interesting.
I didn't like him, though. Just putting him forward as another TV dad from a show I liked.
Yeah. Why didn't you like him?
He was mean.
Yeah.
He was pulling the strings behind the scenes.
Yeah.
He was in cahoots.
He was. Bad dude. The record, this came in from an unnamed textor for the WHL's 311 consecutive games.
Who has it?
He did not say.
Okay. Well, we didn't look up the best WHL season of all time. Best WHL team record. Most wins in a season. What do we have here?
This is coming in a couple times, too. I got Leon's body language says, really well-spoken young man there. The Oilers could use a 6'4" guy who chirps and doesn't miss games. Yes. LOL.
Most points in a season. Brandon Wheat Kings had 125 and 78-79. Most wins in a season. Victoria Cougars had 60 in 1980-81. What do they play? 68 games or is it 72 now? I don't even remember.
68
is what will they play this year?
Well, I'm just looking at Carter Southern's hockey DB, and it's 68, 66, 66.
Right.
I mean, if he hasn't missed a game.
Let's look that up. 1980-81 WHL season. There'll be a page for that. So they played 72 games. Victoria went 60-11-1. So I don't know if Everett's going to quite get there. That's pretty good, though. Well, does Everett have a chance?
What are they at right now?
Everett's at 41-6-3.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they could be in the ballpark. I guess they could be at the ballpark. That's pretty good. 780-218-9999 River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. Here comes the Coop.
Few injury updates for the Blue Jays. Broden Francis will miss the entirety of next season, needing UCL reconstruction surgery. Anthony Santander, he requires left shoulder surgery and will take 5 to 6 months to recover. Meanwhile, Shane Bieber will not be ready for the start of the season. He's battling forearm fatigue. Day one, CFL Free Agency. The Elks have signed Joe Robustelli for 2026. The 28-year-old spent the past 2 seasons with the Riders, recording over 500 yards for 3 touchdowns in 12 games last year. Over in basketball, LeBron James of the Lakers has been ruled out tonight against the Spurs with foot arthritis. James is now ineligible for NBA awards, being limited to a maximum 64 games this season, with players needing to play at least 65 to be eligible. 3 other games tonight. Clippers and Rockets battle at 6 o'clock. The Pacers and Knicks throw down at 5:30 while Dallas visits Phoenix. And over in the WHL, it's the Thunderbirds and Chiefs dropping the puck. Meanwhile, Everett matches up with Red Deer, having the Silvertips challenge the Oil Kings in E-Town tomorrow. More with Reid and Jay after the break. I'm Zachary Kubish, keeping you up to date.
The Oil Stream.
So he said this in at 4:30 in the morning. The season is 70% done, and it's like they're still at a point of trying to clean things up from the preseason.
Yeah.
Missed passes, brain-dead line changes, no defensive awareness, consistently sleepwalking through large portions of games like their pregame pump-up song is Moonshadow by Cat Stevens.
The Oil Stream, presented by Boston Pizza. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday afternoons at noon. Only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Edmonton. Be part of history. Support Canada Soccer's men's national team as they battle Uzbekistan in the final send-off series ahead of the FIFA World Cup. Monday, June 1st at 7 p.m. at Commonwealth Stadium. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.ca.
Your home for live music and great performances is the River Cree Resort and Casino.
Looking by Texas, ain't nobody feeling no pain.
Hear the story of Waylon Jennings through story, song, and multimedia performance March 1st at the River Cree Resort and Casino.
The only way they know how.
Tickets at rivercreeresort.com. River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement, bet on it.
Hey Edmonton, did you know a local Play Alberta winner scored over $430,000 on Desert Fantasy? Think about the rec room you could build with that kind of cash. From major casino winners every hour to jackpots worth millions and hundreds of popular games to money that stays in the province, there has never been a better time to sign up for Play Alberta. Download the app today to get started with casino, sports, and lottery, all in one app. Must be 18 plus to play. When you gamble, use your game sense.
Real fans don't stroll in at puck drop. They claim territory. They study the screens. They get into their spot, which is why this matters. The Canadian Brewhouse now has happy hour. Brand new. Tons of options. And the good stuff like our 8-inch 2-topping RCM pizza and our signature Caesar. Monday to Saturday, 2 till 6 p.m. starting at $3.99. That's more than enough reason to come early. New happy hour at the Canadian Brewhouse. If you're serious about game day, we'll see you for happy hour.
Looking for quality building materials and friendly advice? Visit us at Windsor Plywood Leduc, family owned and locally run since 1993. From interior materials for doors, flooring, baseboards, and all the finishing touches to all you need for your outdoor projects like cedar lumber for decks and fences, plus all the plywood you'd need. Our full-time on-staff carpenter can help with anything odd-sized or custom, and from domestic hardwoods to exotic selections, we've got you covered. And if we don't have it, we'll track it down for you. Windsor Plywood Leduc. We're the experts you need to know. Good job with the sports update. Everett Silvertips is the name of the team. TIPS. Hey, I knew that. I've been there. I've been there. Don't worry. I've been there.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes you got to announce it a little bit more, right?
Yeah, you got to make sure.
You can't
it
go
sounded
over
like you
quick.
said another word instead of tips.
Oh, did it now?
I thought it did, which is fine. Stuff happens. It's happened to me more than I can mention.
The Silver Tips.
Tips, yes.
I'll just say Everett.
Or just
It is easier to say
Everett. Yeah, the league leading Everett in town. You're doing a great job, buddy.
Thank you.
All right. It's good to see you. Is he here every day?
I think so.
I think he is.
Oh, he is? Okay.
I think I'm hanging out usually around here, yeah.
That's pretty good.
I'm not 100% certain.
I'm not 100% certain. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it is him.
I wonder if you guys would notice if I put up a cardboard, picture of myself.
I would not. I probably would not. But then I would notice no one was speaking during the sports updates.
Yeah, that would be the giveaway.
That would be the giveaway.
But you could Ferris Bueller it and rig something up, and
that's too advanced.
Yeah, it is. You do a great job.
Hey, thanks.
780-218-9999, River Cree Resort and Casino inbox. Get the River Cree mobile app free to download. Get exclusive offers and promotions. Get show tickets. Make reservations for hotel rooms and restaurants. Safe, secure, and easy to use. We're trying to do a bit of a subscription rally here because we started the day just under 14, well, a little bit under 14,000 subscribers. So we're trying to get to 14,000. Are people heeding the call? I think
there's a lot of people that are subscribed.
They're already.
You gotta
they're
reach
trying.
out.
They're trying.
They're trying. They're giving their best Terry the Turtles.
Yeah. And we're about 20 thumbs away from 100. So if you haven't given the thumbs up for the show already, please do so, or get other people to jump in and give us the thumbs up. Time for buying or selling for Damon Bunting, a consistent top-producing realtor in the greater Edmonton area for over 18 years. He and his team would love to help you find that right home or make the move from your current home. Community-driven, he understands what it takes to make a difference in our city. Check him out, DamonBunting.com, or the Instagram handle of Damon Bunting Real Estate. Now then, the Winter Olympics are ongoing. And what is the one thing that is sometimes said about the Winter Olympics? It's a hockey tournament with a bunch of other quirky events.
It could be said.
I can't argue with that, and I don't think that is. I understand if someone could say, "Reid, that's demeaning." I don't mean it to be demeaning. I think it's somewhat true.
In Canada,
here's the hockey tournament, which this year is an even big deal. Right? A bigger deal than usual.
I don't think it carries the same weight in the Netherlands.
No.
Or in Norway. But here, it might.
But I think the hockey tournament would draw a lot of people in, though. Especially now with the NHLers. Oh, this guy's McDavid's playing. Matthews is playing. All
sure,
this kind
it's
of stuff.
it's like in the summer games, the 100-meter dash is the marquee event. Right? I mean, I think that would be safe to say.
Right.
For hockey.
So, yes. Yeah, fair enough.
Right.
So a lot of this is we learn or relearn what's happening in some of the other events. I think.
Do we ever?
I think. So, this is the thing. Now, for some of the events, it's timed. Straight, speed skating is timed.
Sure.
Long track, it's timed.
Beat the time and you win.
Short track, it's a race. Doesn't really matter how long it takes you to do it. You got to not get knocked over. So that's pretty straightforward. Skiing is timed. If you miss a gate, are you just out? If you miss a gate,
I think it's a deduction.
But I think in the downhill, you just be out for going off the course. I think in slalom, it might be you get time added on. Okay, so we don't know that. So by buying or selling, do we know all the rules to all the events?
Reid.
Even the ones we enjoy watching.
Selling. I still, even though I've read this several times, I don't know if I know how ski jumping is scored.
Right. Because we weren't sure that it was till yesterday.
Okay. Do you see when they ski jump, right? They have a green line that is in the landing area.
Yes.
And I've always thought, that's the lead mark. That's the furthest jumper. That is not.
No, that's just
that is a K point. So it is a landing. If you land exactly on that spot, you get 60 points. If you land ahead of it, you get bonus points. If you so it's a line.
It's like a minimal jump. It's like if you're in the Olympics, you should be able to reach this line.
Correct.
So okay, what if you don't reach it though?
You get deducted points.
Oh wow, okay.
Yes, so 2 points per meter on a large hill.
So that's how they measure the distance. It's in relation to this K point line.
And then there's style points.
Okay, so ski jumping. All right, so this is why we wanted to talk about this. Ski jumping is not like long jump. Long jump, I jump 7 meters, you jump 7.04.
Correct.
You're the gold medalist.
No, there's style points.
It doesn't matter if you go head first into the sand. If you jump further.
Well, actually, it's that's the way you're supposed to do it, is land forward.
Can you imagine if someone in long jump went like a torpedo?
Oh, yeah. No, I think your feet have to touch first. I think that is a rule.
Oh, is that a rule?
Yes.
Okay. And then it's the furthest back.
But you want to roll out forward.
Right. Yeah.
Because if you roll out backwards, that's your spot.
If your hands fall backward, that's your spot. Okay. So, all right. So you're teaching me about ski jumping. So that's what that line is. That's
called a K point.
That's kind of like you should be able to do this if you're in the Olympics at the very least.
Yes.
And if you can't, we're going to take points away from you.
Correct.
Okay.
So that makes up 60 or more or less points. Okay. That's the base. There's style points. So you've seen them jump off, and it's the V flight, the V style in the air.
Right.
Apparently, a more stable V is rewarded, and the landing is called telemark. So when they land and their feet are offset, 1 foot in front of the other, that is a telemark landing. You've seen telemark skiers that aren't strapped into their boots at the back and they bend their knees to make the turns.
Okay.
That's telemarking. That's how they stand. So there's 5 judges. They can award up to 20 points for style. They take the highest they drop the highest, drop the lowest.
Okay.
So you have 3 judges that can total give you style points for 60. So there's 60 for the mark, there's 60 for the style. And then this is the thing that I still don't really understand. I don't understand, so there's wind and gate compensation in ski jumping.
Okay. Gate compensation?
Gate. Now, I didn't realize this, but you can have, the gate is where you start. Right. The starting gate.
Yes.
You can have your start higher or you can have it slightly lower. So if you start your gate lower, but you jump as far as everybody else, you get compensated for that.
Oh, okay. Because you don't have as much of a
higher
runway.
gate would be a higher runway, more speed.
Right.
To you and I, that would mean, or at least we think, that you'd fly farther.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure you and I would really fly off that.
Yeah. So lower gate, but the wind compensation. How is this compensated? Do they have a wind meter? Where? Is it where you leave? Is it where your gate is? You know what I mean?
So
how
the
is the wind
judges
determined?
factor in the wind when they're giving points?
Yes. So I don't know.
I did not know that.
Does that mean if you have a headwind coming onto you that you're going to get compensated with points? I can understand
but
the
if
distance.
they're already doing the distance, why do they have to also do the wind? You know what I mean? You think the effectively a wind would be accounted for in the distance to that K line, that K point?
Well, yeah, I don't know, because the wind's always changing. So when you look at ski jumping, next time you watch it, try and pause the screen. I had to last night.
Okay.
And they deduct style points, high and low. They give you a distance score, which is based off of that green line on the hill.
So that wouldn't be subjective. That would be, here's how far you jumped, it's worth this many points.
But even still, how is that marked? Have you ever seen in the Olympics, in long jumping, they run out there, googly,
right.
goes out there and marks the footprint in the sand.
Right.
Where do they mark this? How do they do that? Is it electronic?
Yeah, probably. They can see where the skis landed.
Because I always just thought, okay, it's whoever jumps the furthest. Because that would make sense.
An advanced calculation also determines compensation points for the actual unequal wind conditions at the time of the jump. When there is backwind, points are added. When there is a front wind, points are subtracted. Oh, so I guess if I get a tailwind and 2 minutes later you jump and the wind has died down, I guess that's what they factor in.
They're trying to equalize because, as Matt Hyman says in the chat, they're not jumping simultaneously.
That'd be fun if they were.
Can you imagine that?
20 in a row, just all going.
You'd need acres of land for all these ski jumps.
Okay, so this is interesting. So this would almost be, I'm trying to think of a comparison. So if I teed off at 8 a.m. and it was windy and I had the wind behind me on hole number 1.
Well, yeah.
But then you teed off at 2 p.m. and now there's no wind. It's like to say, well, actually, you know what? Pick up Jay's ball and move it 20 yards down the fairway because Reid had a tailwind this morning.
Yeah, there's no wind/weather compensation in golf.
Right.
You've seen weather change over the course. Even if you tee off earlier in the morning, it's cooler.
Yeah.
Right? The ball travels further than it does when it's hot.
Well, look at some of the British courses. They could play in totally different seasons on the same day.
Well, yeah. I just didn't know that.
I'm just surprised in ski jumping the wind would change that much in the 1 minute between ski jumpers. But I guess if they're measuring, if a few centimeters could make a difference, they got to factor in the wind. I did not know it was quite that detailed.
Yeah, it says to ensure fairness, points are added or deducted for wind conditions, either favorable or unfavorable, and the starting gate height. A lower gate equals more points.
So you're trying to jump as far as you can with as little run as possible.
But I've never noticed them like, oh, he's going for a really aggressive
I've
gait
never
here.
heard them talk about that. Then again, when do I watch ski jumping except during the Olympics?
I know, but now I'm saying you might watch it with a keener eye.
Yeah, now I've learned something. Now I'm all over the ski
You're
jumping.
learned.
So we learned about the acid penis last week. By the way, if you did miss that last week, that's a real thing that apparently ski jumpers, before their suits are measured, will inject acid into their penises so the penis swells. Therefore, there's more fabric in the crotch, which then helps you fly when you come off the ski jump and you're back to your normal size, so to speak.
Just unbelievable. Okay. Did you hear about this Norwegian biathlon racer?
I might have heard you talking about it with somebody, but I didn't get the full story.
The one we talked about with the...
Yeah, okay, the biathlon's skiing with the shooting, and if you miss a target, you have to do a penalty lap. Right.
Okay, so this fella, Sturla Holm, Norwegian biathlon, bronze medal winner, wins the bronze, and they're doing the, hey, the post-game, reaction, probably from the Norwegian broadcast, because when I saw a clip of it, he wasn't speaking English.
Okay.
But there were subtitles. He said, yeah, this is great and all, but there's somebody here, or there's somebody that's not here that I really wish was.
Okay.
And you're thinking, oh, okay, that's, maybe somebody passed that was close to him or, wanted to be here at the Olympics but couldn't be.
Right.
Well, no, it turns out it's his ex-girlfriend that he was talking about. And he goes on to admit that 3 months prior, he had cheated on her.
Well, this is like a
This is
competition
right after
interview?
the competition. This Norwegian biathlon bronze medal winner goes on to say, I wish she was here. However, 3 months ago, I cheated on her. Now I'm using this platform. Now, these are Cole's notes in it, okay?
Of course.
Now I'm using this platform to say, baby, I want you back. Will you accept me? I've bared my soul to the entire world and told the entire world that I screwed up. I done screwed up, baby. Take me back. Can you believe this?
If you say so.
I mean,
so wait a minute. This was his post-race interview.
This is right after
He's
the race.
like, I love you so much. Instead of talking about my bronze medal, I'm going to humiliate myself by admitting my infidelity.
He checked in briefly on the race and said, yes, this is great, but
I'm so
baby, I
so
screwed up.
Stricken, whatever.
It was pretty much like an apology on the national Norwegian broadcast. And now, because of social media, it's everywhere. You can see and he doubled down in the press conference. This was in the snow. He had his skis beside him. And then he doubled down in the media scrum after, where he's sitting at a podium and said, well, I haven't heard anything from the girl, but I'm hoping to. Okay, so I looked into this a bit.
Okay, yeah.
3 months ago, this happened. You know how long they'd been dating?
I don't know, 3 years.
6 months.
6 months.
6 months, and half of it.
Okay. Well, I'm not saying that justifies.
I am.
If the infidelity.
Saying, chill out, dude.
Okay, right.
You look like a psycho. This was not like a 5-year long-term relationship. Now, I get it. You screwed up. Sure. But, I mean, it makes it sound like this guy had been with this woman for years and they had a deep relationship. I mean, come on, 6 months?
Right.
Okay.
Well, he's in love with. The love is love, baby.
Apparently not, Reid.
He thinks she's the one, except when he cheated on her, but now he thinks she's the one again.
Yeah. Well, and then think of his fellow Norwegian, Johan Bolton, who won the gold.
And he's overshadowed
Nobody's talking to him.
He's overshadowed by his cheating teammate.
His cheating teammate is taking the press away because, hey, man, I'm not kidding you. There's been documentaries done on the economic impact of winning a gold medal.
Right.
And how many doors that opens. And now Sturla Holm has taken that away from Johan Bolton because he's stealing his shine.
So basically, the timeline here is 9 months ago he starts dating this woman,
supposedly,
and then 3 months ago they break up because he cheated on her. Or did he not? Or did she not know about the cheating when they broke up?
Oh, I think they broke up because of the cheating. Or
was he admitting it on air?
Well, wait. Well, how would that happen?
I don't know.
No. She knew about it. That's why they broke up. But he's saying, baby, I'm bearing my soul for you.
Forget about my Olympic medal.
Forget about how the public
I'm telling the
perception.
world I
Yes.
cheated.
I'm bearing my soul for you.
I don't know if it's hard to imagine being in her position. I don't know if that would make me.
She's in a no-win
I don't know
position.
if that would make him more attractive to me.
How can you go back to him now? I mean, I don't know, bud. A simple text message might have, hey, winning this bronze medal has put a lot of things in perspective for me. I really screwed up. Please, can you take me back, or at least can we talk?
But why does he have to win the bronze medal to say that?
He doesn't, but he felt he did. Now,
this is amazing.
Guess what? She's going to get found out.
But she didn't do anything wrong.
She didn't do anything wrong. She had nothing to do with it.
She got cheated on.
Yes. And now she's going to become the center of attention, probably unwanted for
she needs to go
reasons
into
that are
hiding.
nobody's business.
Yeah.
But this guy, Sterla Holm, told the world.
He's making it a reality show when it doesn't need to be.
Doesn't need to be, bruh. Just handle your business on your own time.
Wow.
Yeah, I couldn't believe it. I had to I had to verify this.
Make sure it wasn't
times.
AI or something, or part of a Reacher novel. Reacher's chasing him. What was this, cross country?
Cross country with the gun.
Reacher's chasing him. Yeah, biathlon. Reacher's pursuing him.
Yeah, great question, Kelvin Van Dasselaar. So, had he not won a medal, would have he confessed? Well, if he didn't win a medal, he probably wouldn't have had the platform. I think the confession has already happened. I think she
knew about it.
Why they are not together. Because he cheated on her. But now he's using this platform. He probably trained his little buns off so he could have this platform to say, take me back, which I don't think a woman would really appreciate.
Yeah,
you
it's
telling
a
the
different
world.
light. Yeah. You're just putting your own personal business for everyone out there to see. Like, I think what they're saying in the nasty chat is if he didn't win, would he have even been like, hey, baby, take me back? But now he's like, hey, I'm on the top of the world. Boom. On the podium.
Well, I think he said, look at me. I'm on top of the world, but I'm willing to throw that all away.
But you're all I'm thinking about.
You're all on my
I got
mind.
a bronze medal, lifelong dream, whatever. But really, nothing can make me forget about losing you because I was so stupid. That's what he's trying to say.
Forget about writing,
so
come on,
is
baby.
Is that romantic? I don't know. Tell us in the nasty chat. In the afternoon inbox, 780-218-9999 for River Cruise Orange Casino. Is this romantic? Would this work on you, man or woman, if you were cheated on? So you're dating a high-level athlete, right? They cheat on you, so you break up with them, and then 3 months later, you see them achieve a career dream of winning a medal, and after they win the medal, you're all they're thinking about. And they're even humiliating themselves by telling the world, hey, I'm a cheater. Is that attractive?
He did cry. He was crying while he was saying it.
It's hard to imagine being in that situation.
At least he didn't beat around the bush saying
either
that he
side.
wasn't a cheater or anything like that.
Oh,
he
he
was
did
like,
not.
oh, we broke up. But
And then,
that was a
like I
big
said,
highlight of
once
it.
he had time to calm down and get into the media center,
he went back to it
he
again.
went back to the well.
This is all he thinks about.
Clearly. But that to me is a level of, I don't know if I want to go there.
Yeah.
If I'm that lady. But I mean, everybody has their different thoughts.
Yeah, what is the relationship? Because then it strikes me, again, this is without knowing anything about the guy. Then he strikes me as the type of guy that if they got back together, got married, that every dinner party they go to, he's going to be like, hey, have you heard the story of how we got back together? And he's going to make it all about him doing this.
Oh, yeah. He's a me kind of guy.
I saved her love.
It's going to be like, oh, but did you hear about the 2026 Olympics?
Yeah.
Do
you remember that guy? That was me.
You remember? Yeah. That was that guy.
She'd have to be like, okay.
Yeah, okay, honey. I said we should never talk about this again.
Yeah.
And now every dinner party we go to, this is all you bring up. Like, do you want another pat on the back? I'm with you. I mean, can you get over it?
Yeah.
I don't think this is going to move the needle for that lady. I think it might push this relationship. I think it might drive a bigger wedge in than is already there.
Yeah. I think he needs to move on.
I think
it's his fault.
Well, yeah.
He needs to accept it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's quite the story, Jay.
It's incredible. And I do feel sorry for the gold medal winner who nobody knows about. Nobody saw his face all over X and Instagram today.
Like, hey, sorry for being loyal.
Yeah. Sorry for doing my job and kicking ass.
We're in the Canadian Brewhouse studio. UFC 326 is live Saturday, March 7th at the Canadian Brewhouse. Catch every punch, enjoy ice-cold drinks, and nonstop action. The Canadian Brewhouse, our house, is your house. All right, words of the day when we go. What happened?
Oh, this is just too good. Like Matt Hyman says, maybe if it was gold, maybe.
Then she'll take it back. Words of the day coming up.
One game live in the NBA and a 4-game slate. Pacers and Knicks underway. New York leads 12-8 with about 8 minutes left to go in the first. After that, the Clippers and Rockets tip off 6 o'clock. It's the Spurs and Lakers for the nightcap. No LeBron James in the game tonight for LA. He's out with foot arthritis. Day one, CFL Free Agency. The Double E have signed Joe Robustelli for 2026. The 28-year-old has spent the past 2 years in Saskatchewan, recording over 500 yards for 3 touchdowns in 12 games last season. Meanwhile, in the WHL, it's the Thunderbirds and Chiefs dropping the puck. Meanwhile, elsewhere, it's Everett matching up with Red Deer. The Silvertips roll into town tomorrow to challenge the Oil Kings. For the Blue Jays, they have a few injury updates. Bowden Francis missing the entirety of next season, requiring UCL reconstruction surgery. Anthony Santander will be out 5 to 6 months as he's set to undergo shoulder surgery. And Shane Bieber will not be ready for the start of the season. He's battling forearm fatigue. The final segment of the Reid Wilkins Show. After the break, I'm Zachary Kubish, keeping you up to date.
EST Afternoons.
Canada gets to the gold medal game in hockey, and they go to overtime. It's 3-on-3 the whole way.
What? Terrible.
Canada's 3-on-3 starts. Who are your 3?
McCarr, McKinnon, McDavid.
That's what I had.
Crosby, McDavid, McCarr.
Is there any appetite? And I'm just asking for 3 forwards.
I mean, you throw Crosby out there too?
What if you throw Celebrini?
EST Afternoons, weekday afternoons 1 to 3, only on Edmonton Sports Talk. Your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
At Firehouse Subs, our subs are freshly toasted, stacked high, and crafted to satisfy. Each sub is piled high with premium meats, melty cheese, and toasted to perfection. Firehouse Subs brings bold flavor to every bite, all served on a freshly toasted roll. But we're not just feeding Edmonton, we're fueling it. Dig into the brisket hat trick, piled with slow-smoked brisket and melty cheese. Or go to the Firehouse Subs fan favorite, the Hook and Ladder. Made to order with smoked turkey, honey ham, and Monterey Jack cheese on a perfectly toasted roll. With 15 Firehouse Sub locations across Edmonton and the greater area, it's easy to grab a hot and hearty sub close to home. Firehouse Subs. Hot, hearty, made to satisfy.
Your home for live music and great performances is the River Cree Resort and Casino.
Looking by Texas, ain't nobody feeling no pain.
Hear the story of Waylon Jennings through story, song, and multimedia performance March 1st at the River Cree Resort and Casino.
The only way they know how.
Tickets at rivercreeresort.com. River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement, bet on it.
The road to the FIFA World Cup runs through Edmonton. See Canada Soccer's men's national team before they take on the world this summer. Canada versus Uzbekistan. June 1st, 7 p.m., Commonwealth Stadium. Tickets at Ticketmaster.ca.
Hi there. If you're like me, you like to picture yourself in luxury, even though there's absolutely no way you could afford it. And if you can, well, even better. Thankfully, I picture myself in something that is luxury, but still absolutely affordable, like the all-new Mazda CX-90 from Park Mazda. With the new luxury features like facial recognition settings and quilted detail Napa leather seating, I can pretend to be comfortable with all of my proper settings activated without even touching a button, thanks to Mitch Lewicki and the great staff at Park Mazda. I like to picture Mitch Lewicki as a ninja fighting off evil samurai.
Park Mazda, your dealer for life in Sherwood Park off Y Road, parkmazda.ca.
Your brand deserves more than just a whisper, it deserves a buzz. At the Hive Product Marketing, they specialize in promotional products that bring the buzz. From eye-catching giveaways to unforgettable keepsakes, they got the perfect products to make your brand stand out and get noticed. Visit the Hive Product Marketing and let them create the buzz your business deserves. The Hive Product Marketing, the official merch partner of Edmonton Sports Talk. Visit them online at thehiveproductmarketing.com.
Looking for a winning strategy for your retirement? Contact me, Joaquin Gage at K4 Financial, where expertise meets dedication. I will always look for a careful approach to your retirement, ensuring your financial future is secure. From tailored strategies to clear, actionable advice, I'm here to guide you every step of the way. Don't leave your future to chance. Get in touch with me, Joaquin Gage, today at k4financial.ca or email joaquin.gage@k4financial.ca to start planning for a brighter future and a more secure retirement.
Howdy-ho, neighbors. Edmonton Sports Talk presented by Play Alberta. Play Alberta, your home for online gaming excitement, casino games, live dealer action, lottery, instance, sports betting. There's a Play Alberta app, playalberta.ca. Jay's got a play of the day. What's that, for the Super G?
Yeah,
Women's Super G?
The Women's Super G coming up Thursday morning. It'll be our time, 3:30 Thursday morning. Sophia Goja to win the Women's Super G, boosted to plus 225.
That's awesome.
I like it.
Let's do our words of the day for Edmonton Public Library. EPL stands up for your right to explore every topic, every belief, and every opinion without censorship. Learn more about how EPL protects your freedom to read at intellectualfreedom.ca.
The word of the day with Reid and Jay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I break your concentration?
What do they got to say?
Say what again? Say what again? I dare you.
Let's find out.
English, do you speak it? Then you know what I'm saying.
Well, I do enjoy a word that has dual meaning. Okay. So I'll let you go wherever you want to go here.
Okay.
But I do have both definitions ready to go. First word of the day, phalanx. Phalanx. Phalanx.
I'm pretty sure I know how to spell this. Phalanx. Dun, da, da, da. I don't know how specific I want to get with this, but with the definition, I have to get quite specific if I want to get it right. I believe a phalanx is a specific formation of Spartan warriors, or like a platoon of Spartan warriors.
Wow. I mean,
what?
Okay, can I be honest with you?
Yes.
The Spartan Warriors has nothing to do with it.
Okay.
But, okay,
I thought I'd some kind of a platoon of ancient infantry or something.
Well, yeah, it's a large group of people standing very close to each other, usually for the purposes of defense or attack.
Okay. So I was trying to get overly specific to get it right, because if you said there were two definitions, I was like, I better be really specific.
Well, I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to give it to you.
Like it's a phalanx of people holding spears.
Yeah, like you couldn't define it better than you just expressed it, right? Like when you have that vision, that's what a phalanx is.
All right.
Now, alternatively, you could have went with the anatomical definition, which is any one of the small bones of the fingers and toes.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
Which is why I thought of this, was because our good friend Norman at Combine sent in a picture of him. He broke his thumb today.
Oh, no.
So I looked up what the definition is of the broken thumb, and it's has the word phalanx in it. So I went with that. Reid, you are 2 for 2. Second
Thanks
word of the
that.
day, besmirch. Besmirch.
Oh, seriously?
Yes, Reid, I am serious.
Besmirch. Besmirch. And this is, this is basically to sully. As in, by calling Coob lazy, I besmirched his name.
Reid Wilkins, whoa.
Not difficult at all. I think you're running out of words in the English this language.
I am not. Like I said, I have my process. You want to come at me? Come at me.
Spency 5 cents. He says Romans did do phalanxes. I don't know if I'm saying it right.
Yes.
Matthew Hyman says...
I'm sure they did phalanxes.
Matthew Hyman says, one definition I see says ancient Greece. Great job, Reid. Well, darn tootin', great job, Reid. Hey, I don't just sit here playing turtle noises all day. Although that is a big part of my job.
I mean, the way you defined it, it was...
I thought it was specifically related to ancient warfare. And then I was like, who actually did it? And I thought, because when you said there's two definitions, I thought I better be super specific.
Right.
So that's why I was like, I'll gamble and say it was the Spartans. Those Spartans would have done it. They could have done it.
A couple funny comments came in.
Uh-oh.
Lindsay in Two Hills, I was telemarketing when I was younger, but things didn't go so well for me. A lot of people were hanging up on me. Telemarketing is how you land. I think he was talking about telemarketing.
I forgot. I've already forgotten that part of the show. Sorry,
Dave the Welder says that guy is a stage 9 clinger. And Grumpy Cat says he was conveniently single at the Olympic Village. Well, think of the reaction in the Olympic Village now.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you're that guy.
You're that guy.
What a guy.
All right. Great show, everybody. Thanks a lot for listening. You still have time to give us a thumbs up if you haven't for this episode of The Reid Wilkins Show. On behalf of Zach Kubish and Jason Milne, I'm Reid. Have a great evening.